He's a superior being. The elves, the elven lords. So only he can advance civilization. No one else can do it because we're just monkeys.
So he don't need permission.
So he don't need no permission for no monkeys, right? No savages, because that's Christian. Okay, I thought all men were created equal, but whatever. That's for a different debate, right? It says, was the advance of civilization supposed to stop indefinitely at the Atlantic Ocean? Well, Matt.
Why is it up to you?
Matt, you could have went over there and made an agreement to live with them. Yeah. Matt, you could have went over there and do like a lot of immigrants do that come to the UK and come over there and just work together and live alongside. They're not killing people and taking them out of their houses, Matt. You could have went over there and shared your knowledge with the people if you're so advanced. What you did do was go over there and kill them to take their land, Matt.
And their resources.
And so the way he's making it sound is that the only way was to go over there and steal land.
Yeah.
Get rid of them.
Yeah.
But this is the thing. Well, this is my point now. Because who said you had to go do that in the first place? Why couldn't you stay where you was and do that?
Why? That's what I want to know.
Did it have to expand across the whole world?
What happened to trade? They seem to be good at it. If you needed resources, why didn't you trade for those resources, Matt?
Why did you steal them?
Go give me the book of Habakkuk, man. Woe unto him that evil covetousness to his house.
Hey, the thief cometh not but to steal and to kill.
Yeah, well, why couldn't he trade with these Stone Age?
Yeah, I mean,
these savages.
But they've been pox. Smallpox.
Gave them smallpox blankets.
Scurvy and all that shit.
Yeah, so because if I could say, it's like they when he's talking like this, he's forgetting key bits of history.
Yeah.
Right? One,
conveniently, like they all do.
Right? It's like you wouldn't have survived your first winters were it not for the natives.
Yeah, they helped you to come. They nursed you back to health.
And a lot of these natives that were so savage wanted nothing but peace with you. But you didn't want peace with them because you were so covetous.
Yeah. You saw the resources,
Exactly.
and that's it.
You weren't immigrants and you weren't settlers.
No.
You were invaders. Look up the word invader, somebody. Use it right. Since you invented English and you're this intellectual, why don't you use the correct terminologies that more rightly describes what you was? You were an invader. You invaded their land and colonized it. And I'm still waiting for the Christian justification for that out of the Bible. Because as far as I remember, when Paul was going out there on his travels, right, he wasn't doing no colonization and no conquering and no lands. He was spreading the gospel. So I don't remember where it's in.
And he wasn't killing nobody who didn't believe it.
I don't remember all that. I don't remember all that being in the New Testament. Right?
I've got it here. It's invader. It says the word invader comes from the Latin verb invadere or invader, meaning to go, come, or to get into, enter violently, penetrate into as an enemy.
That's it.
Assail,
Because you
assault,
came as an enemy. You
make
came
an
with
attack on.
subtlety, right? Because you didn't go, okay, fair enough, you didn't go straight for the warfare because you was all fucked up by the time you got to the shore, right? You was all fucked up. So the natives helped your ass, right? They helped you, they accepted you, right? And helped your ass. And then all you could think about is how are we going to take this land off them? That's all you could think about, right? So you came with subtlety, and then you murked them all off.
And then last part here says, which is formed from in, meaning in, and Vader, like Darth Vader, meaning go and walk.
Dark siders, man.
Yeah, they went into the wilderness, yeah? Devils.
Yeah.
It says...
Well, that's why the
man.
scriptures call them a vagabond and a fugitive, because they're all the vagabonds are a wanderer. Someone that hasn't got a homeland. Yeah, you're wandering into other people's homelands and stealing
you keep if not at home.
Yeah,
you know?
leave the keepers at home.
This is you, man.
Yeah.
This is why the scriptures it clearly defines who these Edomites are.
Devils.
You know, it's you guys.
And you got to look at the terminology. Why did he describe them as a ragtag bunch of Stone Age tribes? He's belittling them.
Yeah.
And by belittling them, trying to justify like, yeah, they were just a bunch of
savages.
Ragtags. Why should they own a whole landmass?
Yeah.
They
They don't
don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, they don't know what to do
They don't
because
know.
they ain't got a cinema complex shit. You know, everything but the cinema complex. They don't know what to do with this.
That's a wicked spirit. You're
build a
trying to
retail
justify
park.
that how should that guy have that car?
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Why should he don't know how to drive that car properly?
You can't rev it into 6 gears.
Man, yeah. Man, dude, that's wicked. Well, why should that dude have that gal?
That's wicked as well.
That's that covetous nature. And we got that war on him. Let's read that.
Habakkuk too.
That's that covetous nature, man, and that scientific racism.
Yeah.
The advance of civilization.
Fuck that. Look at the advance you've done though. Look what's happened to the earth since you
Destroyed
advanced. You destroyed it, man.
Because when he
Yeah, go on.
and I was saying, because when he went into the Americas, right, he stopped living in harmony with the land.
Yeah.
Right, so like for instance, what was one of the things he did? He
But the land was in harmony before you went there. The land wasn't.
Yeah, it
Because
was
God
in harmony.
treated it the proper way.
exactly.
Because they was always on the move, right? So
plundered
the
it,
land's got to recover.
So, well,
recover,
they weren't
recover.
always on the move.
Well,
Some of the tribes are on the move.
okay.
Yeah, but they
Some
kept
of
to
the
the
tribes
customs of the
were
laws.
used to migrate, but some of the tribes used to also farm. He killed them. That's
Yeah.
what he said a lot of lies. They had God had buildings and things like that. He
Yeah.
destroyed them.
Of course.
Like
Yep.
it's a fucking liar, man.
Yeah.
Just like how when he went over to the Americas, they destroyed a lot of the technology and a lot of the cities that they found there, man, because they wanted to push that whole thing of they were just some dumb savages, which is a lie. They had cities, man.
Yeah.
They had technology, man. They had numerical systems and astrology
Yeah.
and a civilization.
Yeah, where they get the Mayan calendar from if they don't have no...
Yeah, they had shit, man, but they're just savages. They ooga booga. That's what he tried to do.
They're still trying to study that to this day, the Mayan calendar.
Yeah, they had a knot system,
Yeah.
and they still don't know how to break down the knot system because it wasn't based upon binary. Go on.
This is book of Habakkuk 2 and 9.
So it's a devil.
Woe to him that
Oh,
coveteth
shit, yeah.
an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high.
And that's all you did, Matt. Let's stop playing the games. You coveted an evil covetousness. You saw a land that you wanted and you coveted it to yourself so you could advance yourself, not advance civilization, so you could advance yourself, so you could set your nest on high. So you did it. You became the chief people in the earth through stealing the new world. All the gold and all the resources you got from there, you use that for your global empire. And that's fair enough, Matty. But let's not start playing games here and try and make it look justify it based upon Stone Age tribes. Because that's got nothing to do with it. That's like saying, oh, my man over there, he didn't pass his GCSE, so I could just go and steal his house. What's this all about, man? What are you doing? Where is this morality coming from? But you're the same devils that's good Christians, right? Love thy neighbor, right? All men were created equal, right? This high morals that you have. Damn devils. Is there more than that? Yeah, let me finish reading this.
As verse 1 says, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil.
There you go. You want to become rich so you can live your life and be delivered from the power of evil. But the riches ain't going to deliver you from the power of evil. Evil's going to come on you.
Because everything you've done to further yourself. Because it's not like you did it for the sake of the poor.
Mankind.
Yeah. It wasn't about that, right?
Boldly go where no man has gone before.
Otherwise, you would never need to destroy Gad in the first place. Because they didn't benefit from what you did. You got a couple of
No, well,
casinos now.
they got reservations
Yeah.
now and mobile phones.
Well, great.
You know?
You know,
They can speak English.
but they had more before you got there.
They can speak English. You know what I mean? You fuck.
Fucked up.
Yeah, go on, man.
This is the book of Micah 2, I said from the top. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hands. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away.
Isn't that not you? Is that not Esau?
And that's two scriptures that said, woe unto that person. Not good, not blessed be that person. Woe unto that person.
What was the bloody sin?
Yeah, they're full of lies.
So how can you expect America to be prosperous? Well, forever, because you think America to be forever, right? How could you expect such a place and how expanded to last forever, man?
And he's admitting here they didn't need no permission. That's some bad man talk. That sound like Vibes Cartel. We don't need no permission. They basically, well, who are these men to give me? We don't need permission from some flipping ragtag tribes or some whoever.
Some chief there.
But if I see it, I just take what I want here. That's the spirit man's coming with. Is that a civilized spirit? Let's take my, take that,
funny.
take
What
that.
happened to democracy?
Thing on it.
You know what I mean?
But then they say the blacks, when they see Jake robbing up the iPhone store, oh, they're uncivilized. I'm confused. I'm confused. The iPhone store staff weren't ready, bless. The man just took that.
Finish. You change it.
I'm confused.
And then they ain't hurt nobody.
Are you allowed to steal or you not? Do you have to ask permission or not? I'm confused. What's it based on? Go on,
So they oppressed a man and his house, even a man and his heritage.
There you go. So it says here, what exactly should the Europeans, it's going to get good, bro. It says the indigenous, and he put that in quotation marks as if to say they're not the indigenous. First of all, the Native American Indians, right?
need it, though.
Oh, man, what's that? Second mistress.
A little bit.
Is it 12? You know, it talks about they went to a land where no man had dwelt. First of all, the natives of the northern kingdom didn't go over to the Americans and steal that land from someone else. Nobody was living over there. They claimed that land righteously. There was no one living there. They went there specifically because there was no one living there.
Should I read it in the Apocrypha?
The brother was getting, whoever gets it first.
Yes.
You lost it.
So 2 Ezra chapter 13 and verse 40. So those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea, the king.
What was that date?
724.
Right. 724 BC, right?
Yeah.
So then you put that 700 years, because he's going to put his foot in his mouth in a second too. So let's call that 700 years, then coming forward to where we are now, 2000. So that's like
Nearly 3,000 years.
But when
bro.
they got to the Americas, was that 1400s, right? 12, was it?
Yeah, mid 13, 1492.
1400s.
Yeah.
So 1400 plus 700 is okay, cool. So it's about 2,000 years.
Yeah, just over, yeah.
Cool.
Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea, the king, whose son of Manasseh, the king of Assyria, led away captive, and he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land.
That another land was the Americas, because the Americas is a landmass which is completely disconnected from Europe, Africa, and Asia, because Europe, Africa, and Asia is really one mega landmass. Because you could walk from France to China and then walk from China to South Africa. Walk.
Pangea.
You could do that because it's all connected. Asia, Europe, and Asia. And the elder Malcolm X always goes into that. That Europe is really Asia.
Yeah, they call it Asia, isn't it?
It's all really one
Asia Minor, Asia Major.
big landmass.
Yeah.
But America's not connected. Now, Esau tried to lie and invent this thing called the Ice Age and something called the Bering Strait. And they lied and said that the natives went over to the New World from China through the Bering Strait, which that's not the account that the natives give. The natives said they migrated north across the Mississippi. Now, you ain't gonna migrate north across the Mississippi if you came from that way in the first place.
You made your way up.
You made your way up. Then you get the Inuit people, which is God as well. They migrated up. So no, they didn't come across in no Stone Age 20,000 years ago. That's all lies. They were over there for about 2,000 years by the time Esau got there.
Yep. Settled.
And that's why they had great civilization, great pyramid-like type structures, man. You know, that because them things were gonna take some short time to make. That was a long time to build them things, man. You know, they were there a long time. Verse 41 says this: but they took this counsel among themselves, the Israelites, or the 10 tribes, that they would lead the multitude of the heathen.
Right, because all the different peoples were living in that landmass, which is Asia, Africa, whatever you want to call it. They were living in that region. There was no one over there in the Americas at that time. That land was virgin land, so to speak, untouched.
Yep.
But they
Now you had people that might have gone over there, took resources and come back, but there was no established people over there.
No.
Going up.
And that was 3,000 years in history because King Solomon sent naval teams, the Zidonians and all that over there to the Americas, the Olmecs and all that, left relics,
To bring back
resources, exotic resources and that. So no one lived over there. It was a nomad's land, basically.
They didn't go over there and kill no one for that land,
No one, man.
like you did.
Yeah.
so that they would lead the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt.
Whenever mankind dwelt. So they are the indigenous people, Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matty. Little Matty boy. Go on.
And it says, that they might keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land, because it's been interfered by the heathen.
So they went over there to keep the law, which they didn't keep. And that's why the devil came upon them.
Yep. All right. You want to do more?
No, that's it on that. Okay. So it says, so it says, why exactly should the Europeans have stayed out of that fray? Well, you should have stayed out. Oh, I didn't even. I missed a bit. So the indigenous came here and killed each other over the land for centuries. So what he's alluding to is there was infighting between Gad, the different Gad tribe. There was infighting between Issachar, right? Which that's true. We're not going to say that's not true. Okay. So he's using that as a justification. He said, the indigenous came here and killed each other over the land for centuries. Why exactly should the Europeans have stayed out of that fray?
Because you don't want blood.
Well, hold on.
Obviously you want
I
blood,
thought
innit?
they were Christian though. Doesn't the scripture say to love thy neighbor as thyself? So what he's saying is because the natives were killing each other, why shouldn't we go and kill them too?
This is the answer to wipe them out.
But
So
love,
it's peaceful.
But
love
you're
worketh no ill.
Christians.
Yeah.
Yeah, Esau always needs
Excuses.
some kind of way out, justification, worm way out, you know.
It said,
But
it
they
said John,
but they
John
forget the morals they
3:16
set for
said,
themselves. They forget the morals they set for themselves,
yeah,
innit?
John
No,
3:16
that's
says
what-
God so
right.
loved the world that he gave his only begotten son.
But I thought
They
love
were
worketh
supposed
no
to be
ill to his
Christians
neighbor.
that came from England to the Americas.
Yeah.
I'm confused, Matt. Matt, I thought that you guys were Christians and you had good Christian morals and values. So why are you on the internet justifying the killing of another people based upon, oh, they had beef with each other, so why shouldn't we jump into the beef as well?
Claim that.
That's that devil spirit. coming
That's
out
that
of it,
devil
man.
spirit.
That's what that is.
So if I see two men over there fighting over a piece of bread, yeah, I'm just gonna go over there and just fuck it, like, let me jump in for the bread too.
Take man's phone while I'm at it, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, that's the same mindset they take with Jake from the west coast of Africa, saying, oh, them tribes were having wars anyway, so it was fine to just have them in slavery.
Well, look, this is Romans 22:28. Remove not the ancient landmark which thy fathers have
Oh,
set.
Proverbs, brother.
Oh, what did I say?
Romans.
Damn, man.
Yeah, you had them demons Romans on your
Yeah,
mind.
What's that plebs? What's that plebs?
I was in Romans. Yeah. That's great. I was reading the Proverbs 22:28. Remove not. That's true. Remove not the ancient landmark which thy fathers have set. And that's what they did, man. There was no justification to go over there and do anything. Matter of fact, it's against the scriptures.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just
They're no
whatever
business.
internal disputes or the internal wickedness that's going on, that's actually not to do with you.
None of your
That's
business.
not justification to go and rape, rob, murder.
That's the
take someone's land.
That's the shit.
The
Same shit
scriptures-
they're doing today.
Right.
BB and them.
Because so now even they're all on that, and all these devils in England and all that. Oh,
Yeah.
well, we, slavery. They're always trying to get a way out. Oh, it wasn't us, or
Yeah, they say we ended slavery.
We ended it. Well, that's then they got new ones now
Just like you ended the war, right?
because
By
of
going to the block.
immigrants and all that. It's all BS, man. Now they're trying to say, oh well, they're getting information, or you guys you enslave each other. That's old arguments, man.
But so what? What's that got
That's
to do?
old. That's arguments.
That didn't make you right for doing it.
Innit? Justified.
Yeah,
got
so
more than that?
y'all are gonna pay for what y'all did, man. Now that's it.
So he went on to say, what moral or legal right did the Stone Age people, he keeps calling, they're not people, they're Stone Age people.
Barbarians, Stone Age.
He says, what moral or legal right did Stone Age people have to possess an entire hemisphere of the earth,
Who are you to decide that?
even as they slaughtered and tortured each other over the same
That's got
territory?
nothing to do, you go.
So there you go. And this is the right
Took the
wing.
oil, you know what I mean?
Hypocrisy.
Yeah, we should have took the oil.
Oil, just go there and take it.
And then he got so triggered, the full demon came out where he said, Matt Walsh said he then tweeted because he was going full demon, man. Let me see if I can find it.
Matt Walsh.
Fucking demons, man.
I gotta go back and listen to this whole.
Matt washed.
You know.
Um,
I got a preset.
He says, yes, this country was born through colonization and conquest, and I am very proud of that fact.
Wow.
So basically what you're seeing now is all these right-wing Edomites are bringing the Edomite consciousness back to that old Andrew Sharpknife imperial mindset of we're not going to apologize, we're not sorry for nothing, what we did was right, you're just a bunch of savages, and that's the spirit that they're pushing now. These same Christians, remember these are Christians, and they're fully justifying the colonization and the conquering, the slaughtering of the Native American Indians, man, and the subjugation of the so-called Negroes.
Yeah, and if I could say as well, it's like at Drake, they're trying to say they were warring, but okay, so if you were the Europeans at that time, how many wars were you lot having?
Yes, so someone have come and just killed you. But that's not in the scriptures, though. This is the point. So then when you see these guys like Vocab Malone trying to debate us coming from that Edomite Christian point of view, just know it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit because these men don't have no morals that they stand on. Because if they had morals, when they went over there, they would have just traded. And they would have bought land righteously. And if man didn't want to sell the land, you just leave. But they didn't do that. They went over there with a covetous spirit and built themselves up. And now in 2024, they're just unapologetic about it.
And it was they came with the sword, right, to take, right? But that's Esau's blessing. He was blessed with the sword, right? That's how he gets things. He was given an allotted land that was his, right? He has no business outside of his allotted land. And what these men are doing over here, over there has nothing to do with him. Nothing at all, right? When the Israelites got into our land, we didn't care what he was doing in your own lands. We wasn't coming. We was trying to take land off you. We weren't trying to do that.
Yeah, that's where you got that Gaza Palestine thing going on right now. That's none of their land. That's our land, man. You know what I'm saying? They don't land none of y'all. You want to talk about this? That's our land. Y'all gonna find that out. This is in Proverbs 21:1. Be not thou envious against evil men, neither desire to be with them, for their heart studieth destruction, and their lips talk of mischief. Like that's what they do. The experts, their blessing was the sword, so they're experts in rape, robbing, murdering, destroying, confusion, all of that, sneaking, all that. They're the experts in death. You know what I'm saying? And that's right now. They're still doing the same thing all over the planet. The warmongering. All this World War III talk is because of them, ain't because of us. We ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? All this talk of these nukes in World War III, what that's for? Y'all are the warmongers, man. You want to talk about Jake's killing Jakes? Yeah, fine. They're wicked ass niggas. Cool. But what about you? You guys, man. You guys right now, about to start nuking planet Earth and destroying planet Earth.
I guess that's more civilized, isn't it?
How crazy is that? How crazy is that, man? They can say that, but these motherfuckers are getting ready to nuke planet Earth itself, but they won't talk about some black wars or some, some tribal demonic disputes of ignorance. What about your ignorance? Your ignorance is going to cause planet Earth, right?
But they're admitting that they built their civilization on block wars. That's what he just admitted. He said the niggas was fighting over the land, and we just came and we just killed them and took it. Why shouldn't we have got
It
involved?
was fair game,
So it's just, they're so backward and so on one hand they try to hold that moral high ground, but on the other hand they're just admitting that you don't have no moral high ground. That when it comes to it, at the end of the day, you just the gangster.
You saw opportunity.
You saw
opportunity and took it.
Admiral spirit of demons comes back. That's what they really are. And that's going on in the UK with this GB News.
The Reform Party and all
that kind of stuff. And they was, they're all on that.
And another thing to remember, don't forget that you had the hand in all this division as well. I'm not saying they weren't divided and there's people between them before that, but you played a hand in the further division that came later. With the divide and conquer, man. You did that.
Yeah, they utilized it. Basically, they did the same thing that Caesar did in Gaul. When Caesar went into Gaul, they utilized the same tactic that Caesar did. He saw that well, this tribe don't like this tribe, so we're gonna go to this tribe and we'll say, okay, if you help us take down this tribe, then once we've taken down that tribe, we'll split it up between us. And then that's what they did. That's what divide and conquer is. And then so by the time you've done that, then they turn around and they're gonna mess you up as well. And that's what they did with there was tribes that were like, oh, we don't like them man over there, so we're gonna side with Esau.
Yeah.
But then they found out that Esau weren't with them.
Can't be trusted.
But okay, that's fine. But how does that justify Esau though? That's what I want to know. In that situation,
That makes you even more
how does
the
that
devil.
make you right?
That makes you even more the devil, man.
Then they'll say,
They put that in the Geronimo.
yeah,
man.
Geronimo,
Yeah, you always talk about that.
Warriors
That
tribes.
film, man, Geronimo said to the other sellout cat, because
Yeah.
he sided with Esau the whole time.
Scouts.
His ass ended up in the concentration
Yeah.
camp in the
Selling
truck,
out, yeah.
getting ready to go. And Geronimo said to his ass, he said, "Listen, man,
They're gonna
oh no,
betray
he's
you."
one of his boys, because he always got them hitters right next to him and shit. I don't remember his name. I can't say his
Probably,
name.
probably Tonto or some shit like
Right,
that.
so you know, and he just said, like, never forgive him. You know that, that's all he said. He's just looking at him, the dude didn't want to look.
You fucked everything up, man. Trust me, Esau fucked everything up.
Yeah. Never trust thine enemy, man.
That's right.
Let me go back to this, because it says through wisdom is, it says, for their heart studieth destruction. Esau's heart studies destruction, the development of these weapons, these missiles.
He's working with wickedness on his bed.
Right, these different weapons of mass destruction that he created. You know what I'm saying? Tanks, jet, all of this shit.
Well, he had
He's a human.
to create machine guns to take out Gad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He was just on violence. Maximum. Yeah.
So for their heart, study of destruction, man, and their lips talk of mischief, and we all know that. They say you got a forked tongue.
Yeah.
You know, that's what
yeah.
Gad was saying about them cats. The slivery serpent ass tongue, man, in that mouth.
Yeah.
As I say, he started getting involved so much to take the land, man. You have to develop new weapons just to get the land. You know what I mean? More
Lizard ass
violence, more
tongue
bloodshed.
poking out of them lips.
You
But
want it that bad?
they're gonna pay, you see, because now I'm glad that these right wingers, right, are bringing that spirit to the forefront, and it's making our job easier.
Yeah.
Because now we can show exactly how they have always been, and these are the Christian ones. Never forget that Matt Walsh represents the Bible Belt. He represents the guy that's banging the Bible the hardest.
Yeah.
Them are the mans that's running around pumping the Bible the hardest. And he's like, yeah, you should have killed them niggas, man. Them niggas was Stone Age. That's what he was saying. So then our job is easier. When we tell you that Esau is a devil, and we tell you that the time of Jacob's trouble is coming, and that the same devil that did all those things is going to do it again, now you should believe. Because Matt Walsh is showing you that he is Andrew Jackson.
Yep.
Him and his people are. It's Andrew Jackson. Oh, that was 200 years ago. No, Andrew Jackson is here today.
Yeah.
It's the same devils with the same spirit, same justifications, same. Oh, they're low IQ. They're just animals. They're just beasts. They're just savage. They're just violent. They just find different words to say the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it's right now they're in this pretty much because of they're in a situation where they already conquered Jake and they were just chilling. So that's why nothing like, but they're like dormant devils. Do you know what I'm saying? Given his right circumstances,
They rouse up.
things that are popping off, you know, the real them comes out. And that's why I never trust thine enemy. Because it's the same devil, man. He'll lynch your ass. You thought he was good. Oh, Craig, I thought, you know what I mean? Craig, and all that. Right? But as we've seen, like, all this stuff happening geopolitically, the borders, they're losing the plot. They're going to talking about slavery. But that way, you know, really, you guys, they're crashing out.
They're crashing out.
They're
Yeah.
blaming us for everything. All of, you know, it's always us. Everything that's going wrong in Britain is us.
Should have never set them free, you know? You know.
But that's it. Can someone also get the time of Jacob's trouble, man?
I got
That's
something
how
real
these
quick.
devils are really gonna come. They're really gonna come upon Jake, man, and they're building it.
Oh, you got
and the
something?
more that
Hold on.
these voices are making. Matt Walsh is mainstream. Matt Walsh is big in that right wing category. He's a celebrity. He's big, and if he can come out and say that, remember before you get cancelled for some shit like this.
Yeah.
Well, all that cancelling shit's gone out the window. This is how the people feel. This is the majority, what they call the silent majority, is happy now because they're like, finally, someone's saying what we all been thinking.
Trump
Fuck,
endorses it.
fuck George Floyd. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck these
them
niggas,
niggas,
man. We
yeah,
ain't got to accept them. We ain't got to pander to them.
Yep.
Yeah, the Karens and the men, they're all crashing out.
The
Karens is crazy, man.
Like I remember 20.
Get them out of the football.
Bro,
league.
a bitch done that to me the other day, bro. Remember, in my own estate like area,
Even
I'm
that.
standing on the pavement, bro. The bitch asked me, do I need help? I'm like, bro, what do you mean, do I need help? So, like, she's walking her dog. It's like, I said, look, take your racist ass down the street. Yeah? Don't talk to me, bro.
And in USA, so you want to know what the beach pays like. It's full of Karens.
She tried to
It's
do
full of
that.
Karens, man. Saying what you think.
She tried to do that
They
passive
don't,
shit,
want,
bro.
they don't want Jake in that football team.
Right, they ain't on that.
They hate that they hate that the football team is full of Jake and mixed race Jake. And it's even full of mixed race Jake that look white, like Cole Palmer. They're like, oh fuck, we thought we had one there. You know what I mean? But man's cartel's cousin or something. Palmer.
That's when you sit down, if you ever sit down and you're drunk, you're like, you're alright. They always say that. What does that mean? Right?
I'm finding this.
It's like, you're one of the good ones.
I'll wear the fucking 8 you got.
That's crazy, man. This is Proverbs, I'm going to finish this. This is Proverbs 24:3. Message head off the table. I mean, that ain't happened recently because, you know, I ain't really talking to these motherfuckers like that.
saying that anyway.
Yeah, this brother knows because he goes everywhere, man.
Yeah,
He knows what these devils are like all over the country.
yeah. I'll be rolling up in their towns, just me and shit. And I'll roll up in that pub. You know what I'm saying? I'll roll right up in that motherfucking pub, man, and have a drink. But in my motherfucking towns,
Yeah,
you got white jakes, you know, you got a lot of white jakes and shit like that.
Yeah, no more.
You know, know
Obviously,
that,
there's
but, you
people,
know,
there's not like that.
like, right. Proverbs 24:3. Through wisdom is an house builded, and by understanding is it established. That's the right way to build a house and build it all right.
Through righteousness. And you didn't do it. You didn't do Matty. Matty,
where was the
America
righteousness?
wasn't built on righteousness, man. That is not how a righteous kingdom is established. The Most High wasn't with you on the right hand side.
Now, I got more on this, bro. And it says, and by knowledge shall the chambers be filled with all precious and pleasant riches. So, you know, the wisdom leads to a kingdom. You know, our kingdom's going to be built the right way. Esau's kingdom weren't built the right way.
That's it.
It's built off his demonic death and destruction spirit. All this chemtrails, all these health issues and all that, and him not pushing the herbology and all that. That's him. You did that. You're still doing it, man. You take that. There ain't no way out of this. Everybody knows you did it, nigga.
Bro, they even got hotline numbers for like young cancer patients now. Before it used to be for like elderly people, like now it's got young hotline cancer patients for young teenagers, like advertising it. Like.
Yeah, but they advanced civilization, huh?
Yeah,
They advanced
They
civilization.
poison the air, poison the water, the plastics and shit.
And supposedly they cure cancer, but everyone's still getting it.
Plastic, fucking all the uranium, all the nuclear explosive materials and shit. You know what I mean? Everything. Teflon pans, you know what I mean? Like, just people getting sick and getting this cancer because you're in charge.
Don't worry, he got to have a vaccine for that.
Yeah.
He
They're
got to
more,
fix it.
they're more worried about the Tesla factories and all that.
It's crazy if you further on down. I mean, it says this is the next. I'll read the next two. A wise man is strong, yea, a man of knowledge increases strength. For by wise counsel thou shalt make thy war. So there's actually there's a right way, the righteous way to you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the Lord is supposed to be. If you build a kingdom, like for instance, when we came out of Egypt, a great example is the Lord didn't just say, take to him. Yeah, take. The Lord didn't tell us, see them Moabites, take their anyone you come across, just take their land. If you actually read the account of us coming out of Egypt, even though the other nations were scared, the Lord told us specifically, you see these Moabites here, don't touch none of their land. See the Ammonites, don't touch none of their land. Your land is specifically the land of Canaan that I promise you. Because the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof.
And the Lord had the judgment against the Canaanites.
Yeah, because it was cursed.
And the Edomites too. Remember when we said, listen man, we'll just take the King's Road through your land. We won't touch nothing. Anything we take, we'll pay for it. That's what we did, Esau. And then you said, no, you can't come through the land. And we said, all right, cool, we'll go around then. That's how a civilized people operate. No, you weren't civilized, man. You were the devil.
Yeah, just
You just went and took and stole and killed and murdered and raped to get what you want. This is the reality. And if you build your kingdom on wickedness,
Yeah.
It comes down.
Yeah. It doesn't stand.
Deuteronomy 19:14. Thou shalt not remove thy neighbor's landmark, which they of old time have set in thine inheritance, which thou shalt inherit in the land that the Lord Jehovah thy God.
so what if they're Stone Age? What if there's some ragtag Stone Age tribes? You could do it, right?
Hey, you meant to have pity upon them. You meant to come up pity.
But pity for what?
No, but like if they're doing so well, no, but if they're doing so well, right? We're doing so good, and you're looking at the mental life could be better. They didn't go there with the mind to help them.
By
To
by
improve.
Stone Age, what they're trying to say is that their tools were only of stone. But if but obsidian and that is fucking is hella sharp. Like, what's the problem? What I don't see what the issue was. The issue was is that you just wanted their land, Esau, and you took it for yourself because the Lord allowed you to do that.
Yeah.
That wicked demonic spirit, you went over there
But it,
and you did what you had to do, masquerading as a Christian, and now you're gonna have to pay for it.
just on that Christian part, they'll say it's manifest destiny.
Yeah, it's another thing. They justified
That's
it.
why they
said it's
justified it.
manifest destiny. They even went as far as saying that America is Canaan and called themselves the Israelites.
Yeah.
And they said so they treated the God like they were Canaanites.
That's the Monroe doctrine.
Yeah,
The Monroe.
that was
Dr.
after.
Monroe, Dr. Monroe.
The Monroe, you're talking about how they dealt with the America specifically, how they dealt with dealing with
The nations.
South American nations. I'm talking about before that. On the manifest destination, when they went there, they said this land is the land of Canaan, and where the Israelites
Holy
and America is the promised land. So these men were always twisted up in the mind because the Most High never told you all that. You just made all that up.
Yeah. And then the biggest story behind it all is that all of that was financed by the small hats, man. Like, you know, the Spanish conquistadors, majority of them were all small hats. Like your guy Cristobal Colon. You know, he was actual
Which
small
that
hat.
ain't gonna get you out of you other Edomites out
No,
of the book, 'cause you
no,
know
no
what?
way.
Them small hats are Edomites.
Yeah.
They're just your heads.
That's it.
So even that ain't gonna get you off the hook. Because that's what the next thing they'll try and do. Well, it weren't us. It was no.
Guess what? The British went over there.
Yeah.
The French went down there. The Spanish went down there.
They're
You
all
went down
Edomites.
there. Take a bit of land.
You're all Edomites.
Bargain sale, bro. Wasn't
Amalek,
it?
Amalek is a tribe of Esau.
Yeah.
Let's not try and pull a fast one. Now. That's what they'll try and do.
You are the collector.
Yeah.
Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hands.
Yeah, Matt Solaki, Matt, colonization and conquering of the Americas was evil, Matt. Matt, it was evil.
It's unjust.
You can't
Unjust.
justify that.
Matt, it was evil, Matt. What are you doing, Matty? It was evil. They're just talking about it like it was just... Matt, it's evil.
You sailed across the Atlantic Ocean to put people into captivity, bro.
You killed
Yeah.
people.
But you did it in the name of so-called peace. Like,
And he said he's proud of it. He said, I am proud of it.
Yeah.
I am proud that we did it. And that's that spirit that Trump has brought back. Yeah, we're proud. You know, yeah, man, we
Proud
killed
of
them. Yeah, that we're proud of it. And I'll do it again. That's the spirit they're in. And they are going to do it again. The time of Jacob's trouble.
Blair said that. Verse 2.
Where's vocab, man? I want to add vocab. Where's vocab, man? Vocab, you need to talk to your boy Matt. Because Matt is pushing genocide. He's
Not being very Christian.
He's not being very Christian, is he, Matt? But vocab ain't going to say nothing. And Matt reaches a lot more people than we do. Matt Walsh, he's a lot more popular in America.
He's a bigger threat than we are.
He's pushing genocide and colonization.
Yeah, we fear. We fear for our lives.
Verse 2. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage.
Yeah. The tribe of Reuben and Canada too.
Yeah.
It's not, we're not going to leave Canada too.
The
The
Inuit, the
Canadians are
Gad-
wicked
yeah,
too.
yeah.
They stole the land from Gad.
yeah.
The Canadian devils.
The
they
French,
stole
the
land
French,
from Gad.
Yeah.
French.
The French too. Yeah.
What was that? The fabrics.
Mexico,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Spain, and
Fur,
the
all
Portugal.
that shit.
Oh
You
yeah, yeah.
stole.
In Canada. Yeah.
You went over there and you stole and you used all kind of excuses. Or they're savages. Or they're ungodly. Bare excuses you came out, and then you became ungodly. you were being ungodly when you were doing that. You were meant to just supposed to hand out Bibles.
Yeah.
That's what you was meant to be doing. Since you so Christian, you should have went over there, taught man the gospel, and did some trade. You didn't do that. You decided you wanted to subjugate and colonize and conquer.
Well, bro, didn't the scalping came from the French, innit?
Yeah, they started that.
They started that, and then
started
the
that.
Gadites returned the favor.
Retaliated.
That's why. Then they say God did it and all that. No, it was them who were doing it. They were scalping them, and then even putting prices on their heads for coins and all that. And then they returned the favor.
Yeah.
But then history says God started it.
Yeah, but that's
No,
how
it
they
was
all-
the French, motherfucker. That's some Edomite shit,
Yeah,
cutting your
'cause if you
limbs
look
off.
up
Come on, man.
Bury My Heart, the Wounded Knee, that massacre,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's fucked.
The reason they did that massacre to those people was because they lost a battle to Gad a year earlier.
Yeah,
But what was the battle all about? The battle was because they were trying to take Gad's land.
yeah.
And Gad won the battle,
So
and
what,
then
so what the fuck was you doing
and
there
then
in
it
the first
became a
place?
massacre.
Oh, because they went to get involved with the beef. Alright.
Well, even American history is a lie because even most of the wars America really lost was all to really the tribes. Most of the wars America lost was to the tribes, but obviously the Lord had to have the tribes get taken over. But they were really getting killed really
That's
when
why
it.
the prophecy was that that she will overcome Gad. And
Yeah.
Gad will overcome at the last.
Yeah.
You know, so it had to be that the tribes went down.
They had
Hey,
to go
what
down.
happened to live by the sword, die by the sword? That's what the Lord said, right?
But Esau got embarrassed a lot of times in America. The Midwest, the South, the Eastern, the nations. They were really killing a lot of Edomites in them battles, man. The Midwest places. But then obviously over time they had to lose.
Yeah, and every time
Prophecy.
they lose, they would use that and become the victim.
Yeah.
This is what Esau does. Every time he always has to play the victim to then justify, okay, we got to do more killing.
Coming and massacring you basically.
When you're not the victim.
Yeah, like October 7th.
The Lord had to give them a whole bunch
Yeah.
of weaponry to take down Gad, man.
Yeah,
Muskets weren't doing the thing.
just like October 7th, he made an excuse
Yeah.
to go and massacre with them.
September 11th.
Yeah, September
Same,
11th.
same doctrine.
This is
What they pushing. Like.
Ecclesiasticus 15 and the 20th verse. He have
Yeah.
commanded no man to do wickedly, neither have he given any man a license to sin.
So there's no justification for what you devils did. Even though you're trying to justify yourselves now, according to the scriptures, there's no justification. So there has to be a recompense for what you devils have done.
That's right.
And there will be a recompense. And I'm glad, listen, Matt, I'm glad you came out and you're just saying it like how it is.
Honest.
You're being the honest devil, in a way. Because it's good for us. It's good for us because we can highlight this thing. And I'm going to go over your little 12-minute video where you were going in hard. And we're going to do more responses. I'll put it in the group. Brothers do responses for these devils, man. And let's see if Vocab Malone is going to do a response to Matt Walsh and all this evil that he's pushing into the earth.
Well, you know one thing these you remember Vocab, remember months back, years back, remember one of the things he didn't like what we were teaching was reincarnation.
Yeah.
Because now if it's reincarnation, you gotta
gotta pay for
what you did. So they don't want to deal with that. That's biblical, bro. The scriptures talk about you know the reincarnation.
Reap what you
You're
sow,
back
innit?
again.
Reap what you
Well,
sow.
bro, think about it. Every single Jake in this world is at the bottom of this planet. Why? Because they're born again in the system that the oppressors set up, man. So that ain't by coincidence. Shouldn't some of us just be born rich then? No, we're born because you fucking fucked the motherfuckers up back, our people up back then.
It's a legacy.
So we're born again in your world. So you're born again on top, and you're going to be born in the next world to go down.
That's right.
That's it. That's how the Lord does it. People don't understand judgment.
Amos chapter 1 verse 11, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Edom and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath
We're talking
forever.
about hundreds of years. It's not something that happened like in one event. It's hundreds of years, man, systematically just breaking people down, man.
And then you're going to go further back to Greece, you know, Antiochus and them, they're hanging infants, man. It's the same spirits, man. That's why it's just justified for them to be destroyed, and that land goes to Judah. You know, because since you want to spend time taking land by violence, right? You're going to be exterminated, and the land's going to go to Judah.
So the thing is, you're never going to hold yourself accountable. Scripture says that. You're never going to hold yourself accountable. So someone else has to hold you accountable. Right? It's our power that's going to hold you accountable, man. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. You know, and this is what we say. We ain't going to do nothing. This is not our, we ain't got the power to do nothing. That's why you can check that shit, because there's nothing we can do. But Yahweh Shai is coming, man. For real, he's coming. And when he comes, it's over for you guys.
That's right.
You know?
Scripture. Ezekiel 25 and 12. Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh power, because that Edom have dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and have greatly offended and revenged him.
Was you in the right to take vengeance against Judah? No, no, you was not. Well, you don't meant to touch the apple of the Most High's eye. You know? So you had no place in doing that ultimately. The Most High had you do it anyway, just so he can get you. You know? Go on now.
It says, and revenged himself upon them.
Revenge himself. He wasn't ordained. He wasn't like, you know, righteous, you know, sanctification. It weren't. You know? Go on.
Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh power, I will also stretch out mine hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman.
The America which you love so much is going to be destroyed. You know, all these American ideals and shit, all these hypocritical ideals you have, it's going to be destroyed right along with America. You know? Yep.
And they of Dedan shall fall by the sword, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel.
Right.
And
because we're nothing but tools at the end of the day. Right? But we haven't got the power to do that right now. So we have to wait for the Lord to return to give us that power to be able to get justice. Right? To get that recompense, to bring vengeance against you, which is a righteous vengeance. You know?
And we don't have to worry about remembering, because the Heavenly Father remembers everything for us. He said he requires that which is past.
And we ain't got to worry about recompense. We ain't got to worry about recompense, because what we would have done is righteous, is just, because we're reading it. Right? So there ain't going to be no comebacks after this. We're the ones getting justice. No one needs to get justice upon us. You know? Because now we're going to put it to bed. It's beef with us and the heathens, we get put to bed.
that's right.
You know?
Yep.
You still going?
Yeah, it's alright, you got it.
No, I was going. No, you still going?
Yeah, I got a little bit. But
Yeah, go on.
Alright, so it says, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury.
The Lord's fury. Right? Like I said, yeah, we're pissed. Yeah, we want to get back on you. But homie, it's the Most High's program. He's going to get his get back. You know?
Yeah.
And they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord Yahweh.
Yeah, we didn't write this. You know, we didn't make this up. This is the Most High's word we're reading. It's the Most High's plans and His will that's being done.
Yeah.
Right? We're just on board.
Yeah.
You know, we are one. That's the scripture saying. We are one. We believe it. Yeah. Do you want to get yours first?
No,
It's the book of Ezekiel 35 and I'm sorry, from 5. Because thou hast had the perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel.
And it's showing it's perpetual because it hasn't stopped. That's why it's coming back out now. We're just hidden. And we've always known that. We've always known that he was hiding the shit.
Well, just
faking
go
the
on
funk.
Twitter, man. All you gotta do is go on Twitter. These devils are on there, wilding. Look, from the UK to America to France, just anything Jake does, usual suspect.
I hate that shit. You already know. I'm like, bro.
Fucking blackies.
Elon just
These man, these
opened the
EDO man.
because we was there, and now it's like they got liberty to just to get away. They say it, they're not getting banned. They're like, oh.
Yeah.
Goes on to say, because thou art the perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity.
Right, what does it mean by the time of their calamities? Yeah, we accept to see oh yeah, but the tribes, they were killing each other. Or no, listen, it's accepted that we weren't right. We can accept that. We're not here to romanticize our people like we were like the hobbits from fucking from Lord of the Rings, man. Just innocent, and then man just came and no. Jake be wicked, man. Jake be doing wickedness. That's the reason why you were able to overcome us. Because if we were perfect in the sight of the Lord, you wouldn't have been able to touch us. It was through the curses why you were able to overcome us, through our own iniquity. That is true. But that doesn't justify you.
Doesn't absolve you.
It doesn't absolve you of what your role is in it. So saying, oh yeah, but the tribes, they were... Okay,
Why was you able?
but what did you do? The Bible says thou shouldest not have. Looked upon thy brother in a day of his calamity.
You should have stayed out of it.
You
Man.
should have never.
Oh, that should not have.
You should have never came back.
Yeah, but that's that in-house. If a nation dealing with in-house problems, what's it to do with you? It's true. So that's what they like.
Because he wasn't doing it in righteousness.
Yeah, no,
he just saw an opportunity for his own evil.
Yeah.
Esau weren't thinking to himself, oh, these people are doing wickedness, I'm going to judge them righteously. No, he just wanted some land and then he saw an opportunity, man.
Well, even that devil Columbus in his writings, what did he say? He said, these people make great slaves. They're basically pretty much peaceful. Talking about, like, you know, he was dealing with Ephraim and that and Hispaniola. He had his writings. And there were a lot of them writings, man. There was some real demonic shit.
Yeah, there was no righteousness.
They will make
Celebrate
great
Christopher
slaves.
Columbus.
Yeah.
And
These
you know
devils,
they're going
man.
to probably celebrate a big Christopher Columbus
Oh, they-
celebration this
They-
year. Now,
they-
you know, they're going
Oh,
to
next
go all
year.
out with it.
Next year, because they've got the celebration of 250 years of the American conquering America.
When
Americas.
is that?
2026. Yeah, they got a
They might not
special
make
date.
it to 20.
Abaratazar, man.
Abaratazar, they don't
But
make
you know
it
they're
to
going
them.
to make it a big thing if they
Yeah, that's going to be the new.
Because they're in the unapologetic.
And
That'll be the like
called
the.
again?
That'll be like the new Independence Day, innit?
What is it? They call it
That's true.
soft power
That's
era.
true. They might
This is
read
the
model of the
unapologetic
world
era.
and that. Yeah, that's true.
That'll be
And
like
you know
a
these
new
devils,
Independence Day.
they always Italians try to claim him.
Yes.
English people, I've even heard English
Everyone
people try to.
except the Jews.
He's an Amalekite, man. So what's his name?
But they could claim
He's a
him.
Spanish
They
Spanish.
could claim him because they're all Edomites. That's good.
Yeah, that's true. They're all, that's
Now
true.
you get judged with him.
Judge with him. But even in his own writings, man, he talks about the tribes being peaceful and, you know, basically how they can conquer them with few men and stuff like that. Which was the Lord allowing that anyway, man.
That's Psalm 65.
Psalm 55, they were peace.
There was
Yeah,
niggas killing
they came
niggas
with
too.
war.
Yeah, wars in his
Murder,
heart.
murder. They were sinning.
It was still going off. They were worshipping idols and things. So
But that doesn't justify what they did because, as I'm going to show in Jeremiah 25, that's always been Jake. Every people that came against Jake was doing wrong. That never justified them. The Lord mashed them up afterwards.
Always revenge upon.
So you're fucked. Anyway, and then I'll get this Jeremiah.
In the time that their iniquity at an end, therefore, as I live, says the Lord, power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and the blood shall pursue thee, since thou not hated blood.
he didn't hate blood. That's why he went to go in the beef, right? To take the land, because he was going to shed a lot of blood to get that land.
What, 3,000 square miles? That's what they shed a lot of blood to get that 3,000 square miles. To go
Because
from
we weren't few.
Nah.
We weren't few over there.
to go from New York to LA, yeah, that's a lot of land. That's a lot of conquering that has to be done.
3 different time zones.
3 different time zones. There, how the West was won, and there's a whole movie genre, spaghetti western, that the Italians created. That goes into that with John Wayne.
Yeah.
You know, them man just
He's a
yeah.
John Wayne.
Just shooting down Indians, man.
Cowboys and Indians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woody in it, Woody.
No, I was
Yeah.
gonna say that's why it's fitting that you know the book 100 Years of Lynching. The covers got Babylon this in blood, man.
Yeah.
You know the scripture says the blood cannot be cleansed except blood of him that.
And it's the blood of man,
100
woman,
days, yeah,
woman,
that's a
and
show.
child.
That's a good show.
They were killing a lot of times. What they would do is they would go into the village while the braves were away and dishearten them, kill the men, women, and child and the old people. So when the braves come back and they see all, like, you know, all their children, and they would just bug out. They were like, oh man, I ain't got nothing else to fight for.
But they weren't children, they're potential terrorists, you know what I mean?
They were them
As
Stone Age
usual.
children.
That guy is like the original Django.
Yeah, the original Django, yeah. First UK
Jake,
master.
They would
Yeah, bro.
mutilate the bodies, take the vaginas of the women with them
US
as
Marshals,
trophies.
yeah.
Sounds like a savage to me.
It's not an animal, but
It's detestable, man. But if I can always say, it's like, but Esau in this day and age likes to hold himself as the champion of women and children, man. Right?
Yeah, but-
What-
I'm sorry, Luke. Sorry. No, you got it. Sorry.
No, but as the Bob was going earlier on, when you look into like Greece, Antiochus and them, they were doing the same thing. Right? But once again, still to this day, he'll come. Oh, we've got to protect the women. We've got to protect the children. No, you're the devil, man.
Well, that's that same thing with that Pocahontas story.
Yeah.
That fucking girl they took from the Americas,
Natives.
brought her to England and all that. She was an underage
slave,
woman.
basically.
They just basically was raping her. She was basically what they called a.
They didn't tell the story.
They didn't tell the story.
Happened.
But when you watch Disney, she's just beautiful.
Calling us savages. And
She's
all. Calling them
even in the
savages.
Disney movie, the men wanted to kill Esau
Yeah.
in a Disney film. But then she was like this beautiful woman that just wanted to bring peace between the tribes and Esau. No, she was an underage, so-called underage woman that you brought to
Tried
Europe
to
and raped.
prostitute her, yeah.
You prostituted her, man.
That's crazy.
That's what you did. That's the fucking truth, man.
Yeah, that's the real
To
story
John
of
Smith
Pocahontas.
and all them characters, them British
But
sailors.
But you see, that's what it means about what we
Watch
were
these
talking about
fucking
earlier
Disney
is
films.
the truth. Esau can't handle the truth, man, because they have to believe in this fairy tale version of themselves. They have to sanitize it so a certain that guy, you know that
Even
white
fucking
looking Arab
what's it,
dude,
Anastasia.
and he was
Yeah,
talking
all-
about how
all of
the
them-
Americans
Czars,
don't even know
yeah.
their own history.
Oh,
man.
yeah,
They-
yeah.
Because they don't. If they had to face it, man,
Bolshevik.
these kids are devils, man. They're real devils.
Disney
They're
Plus.
monsters, man. It's you.
I was
you
just
got-
mentioning even that Tsar Nicholas, the Anastasia cartoon, the Disney one, where you know the Bolshevik revolution against Tsar Nicholas's family.
Okay, yeah. The
They,
bullshit.
they did a Disney cartoon about it, like to say it was some, you
Yeah,
know,
like some good. Yeah.
they stole his fucking inheritance, man.
Yeah,
Murdered his family.
bloodthirsty, man. The Bolsheviks.
Stalin and all that.
They killed him, man,
Yeah, they
and took
exiled
his
his
took his
family.
Not
gold
just him.
and his whole
There was a
His
mass
line.
genocide that happened, man.
But I think even Queen Vicky over here, once she interlinked with, like, she was interlinked with royals of Europe. She was like the Jake.
Queen Victoria.
They, they,
No, yeah,
they were
Victoria
related.
was, yeah,
they were.
Victoria
She, I
was
think
the
she was
last one.
because there was one I've even seen with like a line of like black Russians, and they're like basically you see them. They're like mixed race looking Russians and that from that era, but it was getting killed off and that.
Yeah, the
You know, there's
Bolsheviks
few
were-
lines left and that.
Yeah, man.
Vicky was one of them
Jake.
last lineages.
Yeah.
They were killing all them European Jakes.
All right, let me get this. Jeremiah 25
Yeah,
and
bro.
9. It says, "Behold, I will send and take all the families of the north, saith the Lord, and Nebuchadnezzar." Damn, how did I never notice that's how it's spelled? It's crazy. Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, my servant, and will bring him against this land, which was the Israelites, and against the inhabitants thereof, and against all these nations round about, and will utterly destroy them, and make them an astonishment and an hissing, and a perpetual desolation. Moreover, I will take from them the voice of mirth and the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom and the voice of the bride, the sound of the millstones and the light of the candle, and this whole land shall be a desolation and an astonishment, and these nations shall serve the king of Babylon 70 years. So this is the Lord saying, listen, I'm going to use the Babylonians to mess you up.
70 years.
But hold on. But, and it shall come to pass when the 70 years are accomplished that I will punish the king of Babylon and that nation, saith the Lord,
The nation as well, right?
for their iniquity and the land of the Chaldeans, and I will make it perpetual desolations. So what's that telling you there? That the Babylonians weren't right. That even though the Lord used the Babylonians, even the book of Habakkuk is an extension of that. Because if you read Habakkuk 1, 2, and 3, it's talking about the Babylonians taking down Jake. But obviously, when you're dealing with the Babylonians, it spiritually fast forwards to Babylon the Great and Esau today. And that's why we apply those scriptures, right? But it's the same thing. Esau, Edom is just like Babylon. You came against us because, yeah, we sinned. You can read it. Where it's like, yeah, you're committing idolatry, you're doing this, doing that. I'm going to send the worst of the heathen against you. That's in Ezekiel. I'm going to send upon you the worst of the heathen, which is you Edomites. But there's nowhere in it where it says that them men were righteous.
They can get away with that.
And
even back then when Babylon took us down, the scripture says in first Ezra that it was Esau that burnt down the temple. You know? So
raise it.
So even with all different captivity, that nigga was still there. You know? Remember
Persian and Medes,
with the Persians.
Esther and all that. All that
Haman.
Yeah.
Then Greece, the Antiochus, then Rome. So even every temple that Jake had, the first temple, was burnt by Esau. Second temple, fucking Antiochus Epiphanes, and even what was left of it, Rome. Esau's always had a
Now he's
fight
trying to
against
destroy
Jake,
the
man.
spiritual.
Now he's trying to destroy the
Agent
spiritual
Smith's always been there, bro.
That nigga's always been there, bro.
Agent Smith.
He's always been there, bro. He's standing behind other nations.
Because even in the Matrix, they show you he comes back as a human. He comes back into the human form, and then tries to take Neo out inside of the ship with Trinity. You know what I'm saying? So he's always the enemy's always been there.
And Rome, the same spirit of Rome, they always uplift Rome as if it's some kind of peak of civilization. Like even there was a movie, I'm trying to remember, there was a movie where you had angels.
Not Legion.
Nah, not Legion. I'm trying to remember the film and who was in it. But I think Mark Wahlberg was in it.
Oh, you talking about when he was the cop?
Oh, what? Not talking about.
Nah,
There was
not
a
when he was
movie
the
where
cop.
there was angels and basically the angels correct timelines. And then there's
Oh, you're talking
Adjustment Bureau.
Oh, that's Matt Damon. Matt
You
Damon.
watch the speech
Matt
that the
Damon.
angel
Matt Damon.
gave.
Yeah.
The angel says,
we brought you to the height of
we brought you to the height of
civilization,
civilization, then you gave us a
then
dark
we came
ages.
off the wheel, and then you gave us the dark ages. Then we brought it back and gave you the Renaissance.
That
So
was
this
Matt Damon.
idea
Matt
of
Damon.
Edomite civilization and how civilized they are and how superior they are morally, but it's all a lie. It's always been a lie.
Babylon was the
They're
head of
savage.
gold. Babylon was the head of gold.
Yeah.
You know, in its splendor. This is a shithole.
Yeah, that's the
He's
thing
not
is
saying
it.
this place is a shithole, man.
What's the
And it's
dirtiest
morally
part?
bankrupt. And that's the key thing. Fuck money. It's morally fucking bankrupt, man. You are not what you telling everyone you are. You're not this wise old mage that's spreading righteousness throughout the earth. That's us. That's gonna be the kingdom of heaven. Our kingdom is gonna be what you claim to be. You claim to uplift people. You don't do that.
But
You
bro,
destroy people.
hey, bro, you know the best time this kingdom ever was when they were so-called, you know, upholding the so-called Bible and some
they
type.
weren't even doing
There
that.
never was. But some type of morality was there based on basically they just stepped in our place.
Yeah,
That's
but
what they
even
did,
then,
man.
there was no morality. They killed the Native American Indians. They were taking man's wives. They take the slaves' wives. When was they moral? It was all an act. It's a lie. They never was spreading no form of morality. Give me the year.
Never. Yeah.
There was no year. It was just all a fake front. Well, Andrew Jackson was a preacher, wasn't he? Not?
The Indian killer.
The Indian killer.
Yeah, that's true.
Founding forefathers as well,
It's
yeah.
all a facade. They never.
All of it's self-righteousness.
It's all self-righteousness.
But there's basically Hollywood is taking up the reins of creating that narrative.
Yeah.
Because that with the new kids coming growing up, it's like what Disney stock movies and whatnot.
The witchcraft. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the free world. And they still try and do it. Trump will get up there and act like you're like better than everyone. Everyone else is just evil, and you're there trying to marshal the world because these people are just bad as that. But no, you are the bad one more than anyone else. It's all a big lie. It's a hypocrisy.
Oh, this is Job chapter 20, verse 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment.
That's all you really have is success. You don't have morality. You never had morality. All you've had is success. You've been an evil bastard that won. That's it. And then you've used the fact that you won and to push success. Oh, we're the free world. Huh?
God's with it.
The American army is God's army. Huh? When did you fight for God? When did you fight for righteousness? Is that what you fight to establish in the earth? Righteousness. Because I'll be a batty man thing I see getting promoted throughout the earth through you. So when did you become the bastion of righteousness, the light that everyone needs to look to of how to operate in the world? How?
Hey.
When you lie and steal and cheat all the way throughout your history.
Gold, oil, and drugs, isn't it? You know that the Illuminati think God, gold, oil, and drugs. That's basically what they've been doing. It's true. Gold, oil, and drugs.
You always been satanic.
That's
It's
what
not
they've been
nothing
doing,
new.
fam.
Your founding fathers are Freemasons.
They
Gold,
carved them
oil,
man's
and drugs,
faces
brother.
into a mountain. It is a
That's
devil.
demonic as hell, bro. What the heck?
That's what idol
But give
worship.
God the glory, though. innit?
Nah, actually,
Mount Rushmore. That's what idol worship.
Oh yeah, Mount Rushmore. Yeah. But they're all nothing but slavers. Mount Rushmore.
Second Corinthians 11 and 14. And no marvel, for Satan
That's
himself
probably Jake that
is
built that.
transformed into an angel of light. That's
Yeah,
what's
bro.
happened. These men have got this idea, like they've pushed this notion that they promote good, and it's the movies. The movies are, like, you know, 007 is saving the world. You know, the British are trying to save the world from the bad guys. It's all lies. That is not what MI6 does. MI5 don't go to work. There's some evil in the world, we gotta stop it. No! They're the ones creating the evil.
They corrupt governments.
It's like the CIA.
They corrupt governments.
Yeah, the CIA.
CIA is like the go-to example.
Listen, the reason why the
Know about them
CIA.
little wickedness they do.
That's why the man got mad when Snowden pulled the plug on them, man, and Assange. The man got upset.
But ask yourself
They're
this,
watching
yeah?
us.
Why is everything they do have to be secret?
Yeah.
It's righteous.
If the work was righteousness, it would be in the light. The reason they're called
security.
secret agencies is because they can't let you know what they're doing because they're doing wickedness. It's no different to a gang. What do gangs do? Everything's behind closed doors and, well, these dumb niggas nowadays. But I'm saying, a gang, the reason why the gang is hiding what they're doing is because it's not right.
Big E, innit?
Oh yeah, I see that.
Yeah, why do you have black
Trying to take the gangs off the
I see it.
But through Marvel and DC,
60s.
the heroes. Notice the heroes are never really going after America. They're defending America as if America's something that Superman should defend. It's this. I stand for the American way of righteousness and saving the children. No, what? What are we doing here?
But we're getting people
When you
killed.
generally saw it, man.
Yeah, God was right, man.
It's a London, innit?
Just destroy them.
Hit with the Rico, innit?
Second Thessalonians 2, verse 3.
The Rico
Let no
takes
man
everyone
deceive
off.
you by any means,
The map, like.
for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High or that is worshipped.
I wonder who that could be.
Bro, this guy's the fertilizer for sin. Like, any wickedness that flourishes, it's Esau's there. That's why when evil was multiplied is when he came into power. And now, this is the most wicked time that's ever existed. You know, this guy's the fertilizer for sin. For McDonald's, you know what I mean?
Oh no, it's Stormzy's that one.
Like, literally, almost everything they produce, there's a scandal involved in it. Like, this brother's always bringing out some crazy scandal these men doing with food.
Cornflakes is a perfect example. If you go and look at why cornflakes was made, it was made to like sterilize men and fucking stop people from having sex. Even
That's crazy.
And that was a whole approach from the jump.
Right.
Like, he was like, we
Yo,
need a
that's-
way to stop.
that guy who invented cornflakes
Bro, that's.
Eating my devil.
was a bug out, bro. You know this guy is that I can't even say the kind of stuff he used to put up his ass.
Some
He used to
Halazar
pump
type
like,
shit.
yeah.
Pegasus.
But you know what?
He repented. I can still reference it. I can still reference it. If you repent, you can still reference it for educational purposes. Bro, like, he repented.
Remember though, Esau's food industries have to go through the Food and Drug Administrations. So they got to go through them masons that run through all of that.
Checks
So
and
there you go.
balances.
Checks and balances. So they got to really run through all of that and really create it to destroy you
Yeah, but no, it's all right because
with the drink. all that.
JFK
Yeah.
Jr., he gonna sort that out.
Oh yeah.
He
RFK.
gonna make America healthy again.
Yeah,
Right.
RFK.
Man, that's all done, man. They finished that a long time ago.
The scandals-
real food was
the
finished a long
scandals
time
are
ago.
innumerable in every industry, just nothing but evil and wickedness.
Yeah.
Scandal after scandal, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
That
Like,
was
that's
done a
why I
long
said-
time ago, bro.
I was saying, I was thinking about it. You know, there's a certain situation, right, where you just can't tell the truth because the truth destroys you.
Yeah.
You know, like you say like you're in a relationship that's built on bare lies. Imagine you had a woman, right, and she might have done something, and if she tells the truth, you might forgive her because really it's not that deep. But let's say you find out that it's not her real name.
Yeah, that's a
She's
whole
not
different
from
story,
where she
bro.
said she was from.
Yeah.
Her family's not a family.
None of your kids are yours. None of your kids are yours.
Yeah.
when she was meant to be looking after your mother and father, she actually poisoned them, and that's why they died. Imagine if she just told you like the truth, but the truth is just
Overwhelming.
it's over, right? It's over. But that's what America is. If an American president was to say, you know what, right? I'm gonna have a press conference tomorrow, and everything that's been happening, everything we've done, I'm just gonna tell the truth about it, bro. America would just
collapse overnight.
Some people would have a heart attack. Some people would have a psychotic break.
Well, didn't one of them bankers? I'm sorry, Ricardo.
Because America is actually a lie that's too much. The truth actually destroys America. They can't tell you the truth.
Never.
That's why they hate us. Because they said what? When you watch the movies, right? They always say that information is classified because why? It's a matter of national security.
Right.
Meaning, if we were to tell the people the truth,
They'll
it
go
will
crazy
fuck the whole
overnight.
thing up.
Who said there'll be a revolution overnight or something?
And that's why Trump ain't gonna tell you the truth.
Well,
Because
Henry
the truth
Ford
destroys America.
Henry Ford didn't fuck with Amalek. See, and when Henry Ford was producing these cars, he had a book called The International Jew, and he'd produce it, and it would be in the back of every Ford, and it was that book was exposed Amalek. So they were even onto Henry Ford. Henry Ford could have been a Jake, man. They took him out. Henry Ford would have that book, The International Jew, and it would expose what Amalek's doing on the planet.
Yeah, but
For real.
they don't want it. The truth is so dark and so demonic here that the whole idea of America,
It will collapse
the
overnight,
whole
bro.
idea of America that people have in their mind,
Collapse
even
overnight.
as bad as some people think it is, the truth is a lot worse.
Yeah.
In that same day, America would just go into flames. Everyone would be like, fuck this. This is crazy. I can't believe it. They've been poisoning everyone. They've been killing everything. This event was fake. That event was fake. That was all a lie. Your mind would just explode. You just fuck this, man.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah.
Trump is gonna go in there and he's gonna give us all the truth about Epstein and no, he's not, man.
He's a part of them.
He was there.
Bro, there was
never tell you the truth.
it was all concentrating this week about the CIA and JFK's assassination.
What, you really think
They
they were
didn't
gonna
even
tell you the
they ain't
truth?
gonna tell you the truth about
They
JFK.
sacrificed that dude. They never gonna tell you the truth. And notice whenever they have these things, like even with the Diddy thing, they never bring out no Satanism in it.
Nah.
They'll just always make it look like it was just getting free truth. They'll never give you the full truth.
No, hell no.
Because then now you'd have to wake up and think like, hold on, put two and two together. So all these men were demonic.
Yeah.
Oh shit, this place is run by Satanists. Now you have to start thinking, but these men are feeding my children. And now it's all gonna get all messed up now.
And then you can take the Bible for real, never trust thine enemy. You can actually understand it. But we already know.
That's right.
We already know though.
Imagine that. There's an industry of babies just missing. Abortion. They're just gone. Every day
Stolen,
there are
yeah.
babies that
Stolen.
people from schools.
Yeah.
Like aside from abortion,
Yeah.
there's actual youth.
Kidnaps.
In
Yeah.
parks, it's
Off
gone.
the face of the earth.
Esau got to go, bro.
Half of them ain't got no birth certificates.
There.
Oh yeah, they do that too. They have because that the Finders Cult exposed that.
Yeah.
Where they found a whole bunch of children in cages, and them children were not documented.
Yeah.
You know,
No
they were just
registration.
being in the
Transported,
cages
yeah.
and that.
Traffic.
And the CIA was involved in that, and the reason it came out was because the guy that was first on the scene was an what they call it, ATF, alcohol.
Oh, alcohol, tobacco, firearms?
Yeah, he was an agent, so he had already written up a report. Then the FBI came in and took over it,
Redacted
but they
that
still
shit.
have that original report that shows that they interviewed the kids. That the CIA was involved in that, and it's called the Finders Cult.
What even in the Metropolitan Police, when a case gets a bit higher, what they do is the person that's the young officer that's trying to find things out, they'll just don't worry, we'll deal with it. So now that shit gets swept under the rug. Now this cop that was like onto it, he thinks he might be trying to do a good thing. You know, there's levels to that degrees of masonry. They just shut him down.
But
Or
John
shut-
Stewart, what's his name?
John Wedger.
John Wedger, yeah, he's the guy that comes out and breaks all that down. You know, and the truth of that can't come out.
Yeah.
He'll destroy this place.
That was destroyed.
Pedophilia?
And that's the Metropolitan Police,
It's
man.
like that movie also, The Sound of Freedom, right? They all got mad when that came out.
Yeah.
Right? You know? And they're trying to give a reason why they not, cause it's not quite accurate in this kind of business, right? But any light shit upon that stuff, man, it should be like, oh, that's good work. But they were getting kind of, down talks about it.
And then what really would break America is when they find out that it's all of them. together.
Yeah.
There ain't no good side. The only thing that's keeping America going is the idea that one side thinks the other guy. When they find out that all these men have really been working together the whole time, they would just destroy the whole thing. Shit.
That's what they're finding out over here as well. They thought Labour was gonna come and they're like, oh, the money taps getting opened up,
and
all
you're
the
fucked.
benefits getting expanded.
And you're fucked because you've been participating in all their rituals.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Indirectly.
You've been doing it too.
Labour's through, man. And then who's gonna come in after that? Probably reform. I think it's gonna be reform because they fit the
Yeah,
bill.
what they're trying to push towards, they fit well.
Go on, man.
So back in 2 Thessalonians 2, I'll continue from 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and a man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who exalteth him and who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called.
Yeah, this technology that you got, you're replacing the Most High, you're replacing everything and trying to put yourself forward as the savior of mankind. You want to chip people's brains, you want to bring in robots. First of all, how are you going to have an earth where man don't work? We're meant to be working in the earth. You want to replace people. That's why your system's falling apart, because man are supposed to have jobs. Man are supposed to have something that they do that's fulfilling in life. You're not just meant to have robots doing everything. And then you don't even own anything anyway, so you don't benefit from none of the situation. Now they want to start with these V's. They want to give people V's for cancer, V's for this. When you create all these diseases, man, most of the reasons why people are getting it because they're injecting people with cancer viruses. They've been doing that for years, even with the animals. That's why the animals in the UK and all that are bare sick, because they get the V's, and the V's gives them the diseases, and then you gotta go pay the vets bare money, just to fix the damn animal, man. Esau, man, it's the devil, man. This whole situation, man, is just so messed up. It's messed up, man. The children are all bugged out through social media, but he's got a God complex, man.
Social media.
Where it thingies on it multiplies, compounds on itself.
Yeah. Compounded wickedness.
Yeah. Because it's like with the youth, it's like how, it's like, bro, it's like our child was fucked, but it was like how much more so is it even now with further technologies, further wickedness.
Godless, man. And they knew it because they know how social media is specifically designed to mess up the psychology. And it's targeted because they know what will mess up the men. You know what messes up the man? Yeah. So when you go on that social media, the algorithm is constantly sexualizing you. Constantly. Like without fail, Instagram has destroyed a whole generation of young men. Literally, all they do is go on Instagram and it's just you waste a good 45 minutes, man. I've done it, bro. Not 45 minutes. But it happens. No, but how many times have you gone on even YouTube and then you're looking for one thing and then you see a short with some booty, you're like, oh, okay. And then, boom, another one. Ooh. And the next thing you know, for the next 5-10 minutes, you're like, fuck, what the hell? Look, man, you have to click not interested on it. Yeah, get that shit out my feed. So they mess up guys with that, but then for the women, they target him with other things. And then the whole like button, the whole likes and all that, it's literally a trap for your mind. And even the way you're consuming information, the algorithm can warp your sense of reality of things. If you consume so much of one particular thing, you think it's everything. When really in reality it's not. You could be on the internet and it makes London look like if you step out your front door you're gonna get stabbed
and acid attacked.
Because you just want to he's just scrolling, it's the same thing over and over and over again. And it makes it even a bigger issue in your mind and it affects how you act. When if you just put the phone down, it's like, yeah, it's a problem, but it's not that deep. Come on.
Like everywhere. Like everywhere you go, you're just gonna any South American country, a cartel is just gonna strip you and rob you and kill you. Come on, man. There's subsects to every society.
Yeah, but that's what social media does. It feeds you the same
narrative
bullshit, and it's almost like programming.
Of course,
Even if you're watching bare of the same things, like Pop the Balloon, that affects how you think about shaping your people and relationship when they don't even represent the majority. It's a small little fragment that's being beamed into your brain over and over and over and over again. So you think that's what every man acts like. or that's what everyone from that particular place is like.
Yeah.
Everyone's like that.
Yeah.
Because I've seen about 2,000 videos of the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
Bro, it's demonic, man. Social media, one of the worst things that ever happened.
Oh man, bro.
You know, like for instance,
Internet.
like, especially like with certain of those like passport bro vids, because you'll see certain, this is how like women in England are, but it'll be just like it'll be like Shoreditch, and it's like, no, that's just how they are in Shoreditch. Not like that's that you go Chelsea, you get a different passport. You completely different person.
Wales.
Exactly. Well,
Yeah, well, man's think if you go to South America, they're all prostitutes. Because they just like the gal just walking around. It's like, bro, that guy's in on a prostitute street. That's why the gal are like that. That's not.
Well, the actual public don't like that.
Yeah, they don't.
Actually,
They,
all
on the
people-
comment boards, they do say that. Why are you showing that image of our country like that?
They don't like it,
But
innit?
that's what everyone sees, isn't it?
But you see that image, that social media shapes people's realities. It's
does,
true, bro.
it does.
It's a part of that switch. It's a part of this
And it can
witchcraft.
make you commit suicide. All that stuff. Like, if you're into
Part
a
of this
certain
witchcraft,
thing,
man.
it'll bombard you with that thing, and it kind of programs you. Like,
You're getting children, which is a spell. Young men,
Yeah, it's a
suicide
spell.
themselves over AI.
Yeah.
Partners on phones and shit, man. It's crazy. It's always crazy, man.
Oh, there was what was it? There was a woman that got like, I think she divorced her husband and gave like a couple hundred grand to like the fake Tom, what was it, no?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Tom Cruise just like lying in the bed, he's like, oh, I'm dying, you need to send me money. And it was like she divorced her husband, sent her all her life savings. Then afterwards found out it was just a scam.
Yeah, but it's all by design because Silicon Valley is run by a bunch of witches and warlocks. And they use the technology to cast spells on people, man, and to manipulate people's minds.
The book of Psalm 64, I'm start from 6. I'm start from 5. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them? They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search for both inward thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep.
Right, when Esau studied the human mind and the group mind, did he say, let me use this knowledge to create better human beings? No, let's just destroy people. He created MTV. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's a demon.
Beavis and Butthead.
Beavis and Butthead, right? Right? They could have used like music, right? Remember, everything that you could use for evil could be used for good.
Bro,
Music can be used to influence people in righteousness,
Bro,
just as easily as it can be used to influence people in wickedness.
Bro, if you watch too many episodes of that Beavis and Butthead, you start acting like them. That shit will make you brain dead, man.
Cartoons.
That and Jackass and all of that. It make you brain dead, bro.
That's the thing. It's like when the YouTube
Prank and all that.
It was like a continuation of like Punk and Jackass, all that kind of stuff.
Simpsons just on the border.
These the major influencers, these streamers, man, the Kai Cenats and all
They're the modern day Beavis and
managed by the
Buttheads.
JOOs, man.
Yeah, they're the modern day Beavis and Buttheads, man.
They are.
They just do anything for clout. and
Like
anything for
Speed
money.
and all them. They're
KSI.
crazy. Like
We
KSI.
saw the trailer the other day. KSI got this big show. And
They all got these massive mansions.
And
You
it's
see them,
just,
they
all
all
they
got
do is
these.
follies, bare folly, bro. But
That's
folly
what
is
it
setting great dignity.
24/7 as well.
Just bare folly.
Content, non-stop content.
Yeah.
And it's like all children. It's like you see the people watching. It's like between the ages of 8 and 12.
Yeah, for real.
Like all the young girls where they got their booty out and whatever. It's a bunch of 8 to 12-year-old girls watching them. Then the dudes like watching like Kai Cenat, these complete like
KSI
clowns.
is the general.
It's all
Speed
young
and that.
kids.
Speed.
That
And
guy's a
you're not
demon.
meant to. When we were growing up, the reason why we weren't completely fucked in the head is because
Let's pay for
you
this.
had, like, say like you was watching a particular program you liked, yeah? You had to wait for that, like Dragon Ball Z. You had to wait for that specific to come on the TV, or you taste it, you watched it, yeah? But then man would just have to go do something else. Now, like the reality of how a child grows up now is they could literally watch the same thing on repeat because it's on demand. So you got kids just watching the same thing in a loop. Like sometimes I gotta beat to my daughter, I have to ban her. I say, listen, you can't watch that no more. Because you've been sitting there watching that same thing. I think you've seen every episode about 100 times. That's just like it can't.
Programming the brain, bro.
See, before we'd have to actually.
It becomes a spell.
Hey, bro, you know, before you'd watch a show, okay, you watch a show, 10, 20 years back, but then you'd actually have to go and do stuff.
Yeah.
You have to go and actually be active. Do you know? Now it's like it's just man, it's crazy. They're just flooded with it.
You made sure you was in for that half hour till the Dragon Ball Z. He's back outside.
Yeah, you had to.
He's back outside.
But imagine
Kids
if
don't
you
even want to
had
leave the
Dragon Ball
yard
Z
no more, man.
on
They don't want to leave the house.
It's got all their
Just sit
tech.
there and watch it.
Every week you be talking about
Yeah.
smart museums, so
iPads,
your friends at school and all
iPads.
that.
Nah, the kids don't grow up like that no more. Now they have access to unlimited content
Yeah,
of the same
technology.
thing, so they can just go through it over and over.
Yeah.
Or the Kai Cenat thing, it's just constant stream, just so they could just sit in the content.
Fucking watching sleep and all kinds of
Yeah, it don't stop, man. It's like
I remember
forever.
these things even years back started with like shows like Big Brother and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Reality TV.
Yeah.
Where you're watching other people live.
Reality TV is demonic.
Man,
because it ain't reality.
well, it ain't reality, but now
they,
now you,
they molded like all kinds of. The thing is, that's fed back into like general culture
yeah.
Yeah, it has.
because it's like with
Especially the relationship ones.
Yeah.
Like the
Well,
sex
Love
on
Island,
Hold,
Love Island, Love Island.
We're just on the point of the
was it Blind Date?
Plastic motherfuckers,
the
man.
Netflix ones as
just
well.
on the point of the pop the balloon. You had that main guy, the plumber guy.
Yeah, I
And he
remember.
made the reality show.
Yeah.
Zeus Network, and he said he come off of it, and basically 2 people that was on the show already been murdered.
They're getting killed, and
getting
I think
smoked.
he basically done a disclaimer.
Yeah, they said that there's people
Zeus
following
Network
me.
is demonic. They're
Yeah,
the
it
ones
said
that
there's
do
demons.
that baddie thing.
Yeah, the baddies.
Yeah,
He said there's
demonic.
like people been sacrificed on the show.
Yeah.
2 people already turned up dead after a month after it, and people are following him and saying that it's just people. Feels like people are following me.
He put it out there. I think
he
even
said that
someone
they
he
do
knows.
sacrifices
Yeah.
and all that. He
And
said
you know what
that.
the biggest joke of reality TV is?
Calm, bro. Calm,
It's fake.
man.
Reality TV is scripted.
It's all manipulated, yeah.
So the whole thing is a mental manipulation on people because they think what they're watching is real when it's actually it's fake. It's a lot of. That's why they have to sign an NDA.
Yeah.
Because it's not real. They change it to manipulate people's minds on how they approach like relationships and all these different things. Yeah. There was that one the other day where the guy flipping was watching his girl getting banged and something on the screen and that on the show. And then it came out that they were all part of a reality TV show before. They're all, it's all juiced, man. It's all set up.
Yeah.
Precepts.
Nasty
This
work.
is Ecclesiastes 10 verse 5. There is an evil which I have seen under the sun, as an error which proceeded from the ruler. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place. I have seen servants upon horses, and princes walking as servants upon the earth.
So you got the wicked, the demonic people in positions of authority, and that's why the world is the way it is. You got Esau Edom, who's the king of wickedness, and they have the authority to create these programs or to push whatever they want to push, and it's always wickedness.
Yes.
It's always negativity. It's always something that at the end of the day is going to destroy the minds of the people. And this is why, if you look at the generation that's growing up now, they're so fucked in the head. You know?
Proverbs 22:6, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it.
Oh, that's another thing. They're the ones that push this thing that you ain't. If you discipline your child, it's abuse.
Yeah.
Witchcraft.
You know. So you got a whole bunch of Jake that took that now. So especially a whole bunch of Jake, you'll see them talking on the podcast. Yeah, because my parents, you know, they beat me, and that's abuse. When you look back at it, it was abuse. So I don't beat my child now. So now this generation of 14, 15-year-olds are fucking disrespectful beyond.
Degeneracy.
That's true.
They're disrespectful. They're bullies.
That's the thing. Is like because
Worse than ever,
you
man.
didn't do the lighter punishment,
monsters,
which is the beats.
Yeah.
Then it's gonna they get into the world. They might get
Now they're in the car chase with cops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
They got no respect.
Yeah.
illegal
What was that
activities,
idiot?
and then
Car bar. Chris
Yeah,
Carver.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
a
fucking
idiot.
They got no respect.
What's his name,
Generally
Mark?
speaking, they literally have no respect, no manners, right? And then the thing is, you can't.
his
Oh, it's
son.
just teenagers. No, you go to Japan, they don't act like that.
Tottenham.
You know what I mean? There's places in the world where teenagers are not seen like that. In the UK, these teenagers, as soon as school gets let out, these men are just running riot everywhere. They're running riot on the buses. They're running riot in the stores. They're running riot all, just doing whatever they want, like just acting crazy. There's
Western
countries
Empire,
where you
bro.
will not see that. Teenagers are in order. When they're not just bare disrespectful.
The Western Empire, bro. America, England, for real.
There was a clip
America,
of,
England. Remember you had that Mizzy guy. Remember that kid? He was running up in houses, all that. Then
Yeah,
the whole social.
thrown in jail, well, arrested or whatever. I can't remember what happened.
Remember the whole social media followed him. That's that Western Empire shit, man.
He's an agent because he ended up on Pierce Morgan.
Yeah, how the fuck?
That's the place where all the agents go.
Hey, Esau set people up there. If you even hit children now, hit so-called children, man, you hit them, they can call the people on you. Basically, the lesser police, they can call the services.
So in the schools, they call it.
Imagine that.
Yeah, safeguarding. But meanwhile, in the schools, most kids are getting bullied. And the school's not really doing nothing. They can't do nothing about it. When you're a teacher now,
Most kids are getting bullied, but then the jokes thing is, you're saying if the adult hits the children for discipline, she's getting done.
Bro,
but you're letting the kids get picked on and all this
bro, if your
madness.
child is getting bullied, you can't even approach the child that's bullying your kid.
That's sick
They
as
call
well.
that a safeguarding issue.
Right,
Bro,
but if you-
the school's mad.
And you know what? If you told, and you know what?
Schools
If you
is-
told your kid, you know how sick this world is. If you told your kid now, listen, hit them back or something.
No, they'll get done for that.
They get done for it. I'm just not promoting that.
They'll
Then
say like, oh, my dad said the thingy, then you're probably done.
Most people, if you talk to them, their kids are getting bullied at school. There's massive amounts of bullying in schools, massive.
And they've got to
now
quietly
they've
sit
got
there.
social media and these chat groups. They're just constantly bullying each other. Even the way they interact. If you listen to go on a bus and listen to these kids, the way they interact.
It's disrespectful.
It's all negativity between each other.
I've seen it. I've
It's
seen
all
it,
you're
bro.
ugly
I've heard
this,
it. I've
you're
heard
ugly
it, bro.
that.
I've heard it, bro.
They're only disrespecting each other. I mean, back in the day, man used to banter. But man wasn't just sitting there going, "Oh, you're ugly, fam." But these kids are demons.
Well, there was limits to it because someone
there was
might
That's
deck
a bit,
you
yeah,
or whatever.
You go beyond, that's a bit, there'll always be that people
And
where
that's one thing they showed in that thing,
That's true.
adolescence.
Yeah.
That I respect.
No man will be
They
speaking
showed
up.
the reality of what these schools are actually like.
Yeah, man.
Especially in London and the inner cities.
Yeah.
These schools, the teachers are
Demons,
losing their minds because these kids are demons. They're not there to learn. They don't learn anything because most of the class is spent trying to get these demons to actually just not
To
bully
listen
and yeah.
or something. And pay attention or
it's-
something.
that program shows that the schools is messed up. Most teachers are leaving teaching. They leave. They go to another country like Australia because the UK and America is the worst.
Go up. Remember, I'm sorry. Go on. The precept. Yeah, sorry.
This is first one, Matthew chapter 24, verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
Yeah, these kids don't know about love and how to treat each other. They don't have no love. They don't respect knowledge, wisdom, or understanding. They're just demons, man. Listen, don't become a teacher because all you're going to be doing is dealing, and you can't correct them, and they know that. They'll just tell you to F off. You tell them to leave the class and say what? And another thing they've built into the system is these schools don't want to exclude children now. Because when you exclude a child, it marks your school down and you get less funding. So basically, the whole education system is fucked. That's why all the kids that, back in the day, used to have them real bad breeds. They don't get rid of them no more.
They keep them there.
They keep them there for as long as possible. So they're basically affecting everyone else. Just demons.
Basically creating the gremlins.
The gremlins,
Hey, imagine before in the school system, remember, even in England, you'd get the cane. Even in England.
Yeah, you go back.
So imagine if we've gone from the cane to now we can't exclude the back.
You can't. So basically, those schools are giant babysitting centers where the kids come to socialize, but they don't really learn anything because the majority of the time they're there. Not only do they not value education, but most of the time they're not actually learning. They're just fucking about.
This is our song.
This is the end of the world, bro.
And if your child likes to learn, they're fucked.
Well, they're gonna be even. But
They're
the thing
gonna
is,
get bullied.
but the thing is, so-called positive people. Even when I was growing up, positive kids were always kind of looked down on. Even in the school system, remember that the system was changing. But if you wanted to try and be good in school, you was like, they weren't cool. They actually helped the motherfucking demons.
Which really that starts from the cartoons and stuff, because remember the cartoons is like
And then guess what? That makes you want to stop. But what that does is now it makes you want to start becoming like that.
Yeah, they do.
Then guess what? You start becoming like that. Before you know it, you're the same way. It's like birds of a feather flock together, man.
I have precepts. Psalms 64
Now you want to be down and all that shit.
Psalms 64 and 5. They encourage themselves in the evil matter. They commune of laying snares. They say, who shall see them?
Yeah, because there's a guy that done it. I'll post it in a group if I find it again. He did a whole breakdown of how the education system works. Even in terms of the teachers, the only thing they need to worry about is making sure that the notations in the books are correct. But in terms of the children learning, none of that matters.
That doesn't mean
It's
nothing.
all about dotting I's and crossing T's, and they put a lot of pressure on head teachers to meet certain requirements that's got nothing to do with, because remember that one teacher committed suicide because the guy just came in and downgraded the school for no reason. Just downgraded it, and then she committed suicide. Bro, the education system is messed up. It's not really about the children learning anything. It's just about babysitting them and getting them to the end of wherever they get to.
Yeah, we're making them a demon for society.
Demon for society, yeah. Most of them, trust me,
That's
they
what
don't,
it is.
They don't want to
Yep.
learn. But then the funny thing is, the immigrant children come here with a different mindset because they learn a different way.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I was gonna say as well.
That's why they're taking your job.
With it's like overseas schools. They also have the cane. It's like my younger sister, younger brother. When they're in school, they were getting caned.
There's fear.
She was a chatterbox. She had to shut the fuck up.
There's fear there.
Back home, when I was in Ghana back in the day, like if you're dumb, you actually get mocked for being stupid. Right? So anytime we do our exams, your exam is in front of the whole school year, from 1 to like yeah. So if you're like number 90, people go like, look at this idiot.
Did they make you do the times table as well? Live. Yo, plus 7 times 9.
But remember, bro,
That's the
remember.
difference between an education system that's there to promote learning and children actually getting education, and an education system that's there to dumb people down and just babysit the kids. And that's all it is. The school system now is just the teachers are babysitters. They're not actually teachers. Even if they said, like, as a teacher, if you find a way to teach a student something, so let's say, like, you could bring a football into the classroom and you know you can use this football to teach them something. If one of the head teachers comes in and sees you doing that, they'll say, no, you can't do that because
It's not part of the curriculum.
it's not part of the curriculum. And our teaching methods have, if an inspector comes in and sees you doing that method to teach your class, and then another teacher is not doing that, they'll mark you down because they'll say you don't have a uniform method for teaching. So as a teacher, you can't look at your
Teachers are meant to be
students.
uniform anyway.
But again, it's just a way of
It's control, isn't it?
control and a way
That's
of
that proves that we're controlled by international bankers, because they want to create an army of, dummies that come into society now, and they want mischief. They're not
But it's
about
like-
having a
it's like you said
productive
earlier,
society.
The FDA is fucking up the food.
Yeah.
And the Department of
Yeah,
Education is fucking
that's
up
true,
education.
bro.
All
That's
these
right.
jobs are going for all these youth to go into, right? And idle hands makes those playground. I think the saying goes well. So they're gonna just do mischief. You know what I mean? Because if they're bored, they're gonna have to do anyway.
Yeah, they're just on the social media.
See, even in England, back years back in the English school curriculum, you had boxing. You had boxing, so even the girls and boys would have to box in school. That was part of the curriculum, because fighting, boxing, and training, it gives you discipline outside of actual words. It's like it gives you a different type of learning. They took that out.
People like
I'm talking about the craze era. Yeah.
there's difference.
Different set of skills. So imagine in the world, you go out and everyone in society, you need most of the people in them generations, you have to fight. You'd be more careful how you spoke to people. You'd be more. Now look at it. We live in a world of just disrespect, man.
What's that order out of chaos?
That's what it is, bro.
Ecclesiasticus 10:2. Okay. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein.
When you have a kingdom, man, you're supposed to, have rule it in righteousness. And have, so basically, if you got a ruler and he's on some madness, that's what the scripture's saying, everyone's going to be under that spirit. And that's going to destroy your own kingdom, man. When you watch them, like a ancient world flick, even Marco Polo and that, you see the order that they had in those kingdoms. You know what I'm saying? Even though obviously it's wicked and all that, but it's still order and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like an idea of righteousness. That's what all these other kingdoms have been lacking. The righteous element, but this is a kingdom of complete whacked out chaos. America produced, like you said, what they used to cane the kids and that. Obviously, but caning is really discipline. Obviously, I'm not gonna go into that, but and just morals and shit, all that don't exist. You know, they brought in the agenda stuff where you can be any gender. They made the women work.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
You know what I'm saying? Which
That's one
created,
of the biggest like impact. Well, because it's that and what's called birth control.
birth control.
As well.
All of these things, all of these demonic things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Huge, like you go down like a decade down the line of just putting in like birth control or just letting women work. The effects it's had on like the children, the family structure.
So basically, you
all
got
kinds
two
of
men in the house. Really, that's what it's a power struggle, and it's a clash of vibrations, man. You know, and then the women, right? And the woman could be a single. She's single. I'm a boss bitch. Because they've been given that.
She become masculine.
Right, that's masculine. That's not. So there's chaos. How can you have where's the family unit there when you got my boss bitches over there and this broken bloke over there? Like this is just crazy energy. This doesn't make sense.
And even that, happy wife, happy life.
That's a
And even that mindset of people starting to have kids later, like
That's
like
another
30,
one.
30, like,
Oh yeah.
having
My body, all these movements, my body, my choice. There's other ones, me, mine, me, and all of And that's the money. And then a lot of those females, man, when they end up in their 40s and shit, like even career women, a lot of career women sacrifice because it was a teacher, it was a consultant, or whatever it was. And then they get to the 40 and they're on an apple something.
for real.
Why was killing them? Because they chose the career, and now they, you know what I'm saying? They've been used really working for the man, you're working for the machine.
You said they sacrifice. Some legit have sacrificed their baby by going to them clinics. But why they go into them clinics? For their career. So it's like, I'm going to kill this baby so that I can get the promotion and stuff like that. So it is actually a sacrifice.
Right, and by the way, for abortions is witchcraft. Okay, let's read. And even the scripture says that they used to have people that would put their child to sacrifice to Moloch. To get what? To gain. You know, sacrifice to gods. To get blessed, man. And they were doing that to, listen, man, Greco-Rome, they were doing that to many gods, right? You had Jupiter, the king of the gods, you had Mercury, all of this. You know what I'm saying? You had these different gods, you had Venus. They all had temples, man. Look it up. They had temples. They're saying you go to a temple, and you know what? They'll show that in a period piece or in a fucking game. You know, that's reality. These morons, these fucking bats going to work, don't even know about that. And they're doing the same thing today through
the same form of worship that's done to honor. That's why it's like Christmas.
Right.
All the every kid, that's talking about the indoctrination. It's like all these children, they're thinking like, oh, Christmas. I remember I was walking, it was like what, like June, not like May, and I saw kids like walking, singing Christmas carols, and I'm like, you know what? They're so indoctrinated with Christmas that they're just singing that, they're feeling bliss, because that's how society's got you. Like kids just thinking like, oh, Christmas is all good.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, it's
all year round.
Exalting Nimrod, man.
Scripture.
All year round, bro.
Jeremiah 51:6. He said, or the point's in 7. I'm starting 6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time.
Babylon is the great, right? America's Babylon the Great. All the tribes are there, right? And I'll guarantee you, most everybody's parents here. We're in the UK. A lot of brothers' parents was in the come from the American hemisphere, right? So that's where the bulk of the tribes is at. Okay, some just went to different places, and you got the history of Europe and stuff like that, where a lot of our seed is scattered all through Europe and all that. Okay, but you got, so we're under Babylon the Great. Babylon's America. England is the mother of America, right? That's in Revelation 17. So they got the same spirit, the confusion. We're all under that spirit, even through Revelation 18, through the consumerism and Americanism, American empire, the culture being brought over to all these lands. We're all under that. Abortions came from America. What's happening there? Abortions. me, you don't know me, I know me, my body, who, what, when, is over here too. Because, you know, then the alphabet movement, that,
Started over there.
then they got flags for it, then they got different genders. Her, she, him, who, when, what, what the fuck is it? No, that's what's popping. That's what's going on. And then you say the wrong thing, but I'm Glee. That is his gender.
No, for real.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro, it's like you can lose your job over that. Say, oh no, they'll say we're very disrespectful.
You didn't give me my correct pronouns. Whoa, pronouns right.
Bro, it's fucked up, bro.
Actually, I use she, her pronoun.
Your man's got a full beard.
Full beard, bro.
Different high heels.
Taller than you.
Taller than
Yeah,
you.
the shoulders broader than yours. Like,
He's only taller than you, and he had the high heels on.
Bro, it's crazy. You even got some of them certain days they like to be called different pronouns. You got to call them different things on certain
so here's my calendar. Make sure you get it correct.
It says, fuck that, I'm calling them ma'am or sir.
Don't call me sir.
Either or, man. It's a sir or a ma'am, bro. Same.
It says,
But that's what they
but this is the time of the Lord Yahweh's vengeance, and he will render unto her a recompense. Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, that have made all the earth drunken. The nations have
We're
drunken
going
of
to go back to an ancient way of life, of ancient principles. We've been in the West too long, and this is normalized, but you're seeing the fruits of the Western neighbor. You know what I mean? All of this destruction, disease, confusion, broken homes, that's the West, that's a Western creation. You know what I'm saying? The homeless just all fucked up, the poor. But in the scriptures, you had the homeless, you would give them stuff, you would give, there was a system for that. These motherfuckers always complain, the homeless ain't making up. It's all fucked up. And then people, you know, it's all, the system's destroyed, it's broken. And they'll tell you that, just watch the politics, watch the news, the politics. That's all that's going on. Where to put the money, cuts, debt. You know what I mean? Old people were dying in homes in England, because of no heat and that. So what's going on there?
Cold. Leave it on cold, bro.
You know what I'm saying? What's popping with that? Yeah.
We're losing all the funding, disability, all this. You know what I mean? But then what about the bankers? What about them? The fractional reserves? Come on, man.
They actually kept the uncapped bonuses for bankers as well. That was one of the things they were like, now we're leaving that job. But then I was like, bro, but then it's like, yo, you just like, you ain't got one leg's missing. You're just like, yeah, can I get some money? He's like, nah,
You got to work, man. You can push
get a
That's
job.
why he had Luigi, what's his name?
Oh, yeah, innit?
And everyone became a hero because everyone was like, yeah, they're fucking over all the people. It was in America, it was in Babylon the Great, but that shows you the signs of the times. People
And that's what they want, that order of chaos.
Yeah.
They want that. They want people to start rebelling and revolting and shit. That's why they're putting the squeeze on the so-called working class. And you know what I'm saying? Look at what they're doing. These gangs taking our jobs. And it's just stirring up that pot. You know?
They ain't got British values.
What have we become? And then, you know?
It's funny you say it because
And the motherfuckers never had values.
Yeah, I said this yesterday. Like back in a couple years ago, they had like the black sitcoms. You had like, you know, the
My Wife and Kids.
My Wife and Kids,
Yeah.
101,
Yeah.
Fresh Prince, Cosby Show.
Yeah.
But then now
Hanging with Mr. Cooper. Sister.
But now they're trying to amalgamate Jake into Esau's world. So now that's why Jake want to have a black Bond. They want to have Little Mermaid. So that's creating tension. That's part of the tension. Where it's like, wait, hold on. You don't have your thing, and now they're bringing it to a head where everyone's coming against each other because it's like, oh, you want us to, you know, why like have your own stuff? But that's about building that tension.
That's true. But I was watching a pastor the other day, and he was talking about how you had the seven dwarfs, and you got like a Latin chick in that, the main character. And pretty much in all these shows, they're starting to put Jakes in these shows. Because that's really, the Lord's doing that. They just had the one with the...
Was that Little Mermaid?
Or even that caused a big controversy.
Captain America, the big one.
They did a cartoon on it,
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Wait, his dad was both tried.
He's both tried.
Yeah, he was Latin and Jake.
Come on, man. You're telling me they don't know.
The dad was Judah, the mom was
That's
Latin.
from him getting pushed.
Miles Morales. Miles Morales.
Miles
Morales.
Jake and Light, right?
Miles Morales.
So that's what's happened. There was, even in the medieval shows, man, there's been a lot that's happened.
Yeah.
That, you know, that's been overlooked. There's been a couple.
Yeah.
A couple of top actors.
I think.
You even watch some of them. But then Jake's in that shit.
They did, yeah, they just
There's
true.
been the medieval shows and they put straight Jake's in it.
Viking.
Well, there's one recent one with
Jake's
Bashi. They
from
put him in there as a Stewart. They put Bashi in there. They put him. There's one with Bashi. They put Ashley. They put him in there.
There's one with an American, like.
There's a few of them, bro.
They've done loads at this point. Because I know there was
It went Jamie Foxx or someone like that.
Yeah.
well, Catherine. No, not Catherine. There was one about Catherine the Great, but then there was also
The one with Malachi Kirby as well.
There's another one recently, Mary Queen of Scots. They made a film,
Yeah,
and they had an Eve up in there as one of the family.
Right.
Mary Queen of
So got
Scots.
some memory of them, right?
Yeah.
But hey, you just got crazy.
There's one Mary Queen of Scots, a film. I'll see it, and they had like a
something
high
about-
yellow Eve in there. That which is actually depicting of the real life.
That's the truth, man.
Yeah.
So that the Lord, the Jehovah should be on the side doing that. Just like how in Rome, Jake was just. Why would that be happening? Because it's the end. I always like this point that Will Smith is in like every end times film that you can think of. I don't know, man. That was a joke. Hey, let's read something, man.
Alright, this is Psalms 85 and verse 11. Truth shall spring out of the earth, and righteousness shall look down from heaven.
Wait, say that.
Truth shall spring out of the earth.
That's the truth springing out of the earth. That you got all these shows and movies, even like the King David one. Obviously, they put Jake, I think Jake in it like that, but they still didn't put. You know what I'm saying? They put.
But they put like kind of like Ephraimite looking cats in that new one, the House of David. That one you're
I
talking
haven't
about.
even started.
Oh.
I haven't even
Oh,
watched
sorry,
it yet.
sorry.
I need to watch that.
They kind of put a few like
Well, they did that.
yeah.
Remember the Samson?
Oh yeah,
I
Samson.
had a
Yeah.
Bible TV show.
And that dude walked past the camp.
Yeah, no, that's what.
When the movie was hot, he
Yeah,
walked past the camp and shit. He
It
did.
was in Game of Thrones as well. It was in a few things.
So that's the truth springing out of the earth. We are the Israelites, man. You know, and the Lord's got. That's why the Lord's got us on. The tribes have woke up. You can't turn the tide back. You can't turn it back. That's prophecy, Ezekiel 37. Because the dry dead bones, because that was in slavery. Jakes are just niggas. They don't know what. They crash out on each other. They don't know nothing. Confused. You know, working for the man. But now they know that year gods. Someone get me that year gods. And someone get me
Psalms
Romans
82.
where it says the wait for the manifestation of the sun. Right? Just you know, just type it in. You'll see it.
I put the
Yeah, read it.
Romans chapter 8, verse 19.
Alright, so can we jump up a bit before that? Is that the,
It says from verse
we got about 15?
15. It says, for ye have not received the spirit of bondage again to fear.
Alright, let's do, you know what, let's jump. It's 13.
13. Romans 8, 8 and 13. For if ye live after the flesh, ye shall die.
Right, so so we was put in this flesh, the flesh that we in these human bodies, right? At one time Adam was perfect, but sin came in, and then we got cursed. And cursed with what? Death. Death, dying is a curse, bro. That's actually a curse that goes back to the start of time. So we was actually designed not to die, really. But through sin, we die. So, oh yeah, death is life. You know, really, death is a curse, bro. You know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah.
Right, this is Second Ezra's, the 7th chapter and 48th verse. Oh,
They had this guy in that Mary Queen of Scots, no? You know, Jake and that. He's Brit.
Adam,
Oh yeah, I've
what
seen him.
hast thou done? For though it was thou that sinned, thou art not fallen alone, but we all that come of thee. For what profit is it unto us if there be promise and immortal time, whereas we have done works that bring death? You know?
Right.
So that fall started from it. And then that's how everyone has to kind of, go through death.
100%. Beautiful scripture. Let's carry on with that.
Yeah, it says, but if ye through the Spirit do mortify the deeds of the body, ye shall live. For as many,
Yeah, and pretty much that's why we're out here. This is like a righteous sacrifice. It is a righteous sacrifice to the Lord. When we come out here and teach, you are what you put your energy into, man. You know what I'm saying? If you're just a thief, then you're gonna die a thief. If you at Diddy parties, you're gonna die at Diddy, unless you repent. You know what I'm saying? So we're making righteous sacrifices to the Most High, and all the people see that. That's why they're starstruck. They're like, you know what, these guys are preaching the Bible, and they can't deny the righteous sacrifices that you do. So they might start to nitpick.
yeah,
You know what I mean? But that's, you know what I'm saying? That's just demon, that's hating, that's energy. But really, people can see it in the prophecies and things that are happening. So that's making your body a living sacrifice. Coming out here and making righteous sacrifices, bro. Let's read on.
yep, it says, for as many as are led by the Spirit of Yahweh, they are the sons of God.
Right, so we're led by the Spirit, man. We pray and all that. Everything we do, Lord willing, we hope the Lord blesses us in our daily lives, man. Because we're under the curses, so we just, you know what I'm saying? So we're led by the Spirit. We do shows, the Spirit kicks in. You might say you do a show, you're on one topic, then the Spirit kicks in, yeah? Then guess what? You're doing all types of different topics. But that's the Lord wanted something else out there. All right, let's carry on.
Yeah, it says, verse 15, for ye have not received the spirit of bondage again to fear, but ye have received the spirit of adoption, whereby we cry, Abba, Father.
If you stay in the flesh and you basically don't do things of the Spirit, then you're gonna die. You know, and that's that you're cursed. You're under that bondage. But through Yahweh Shai, we're redeemed, eternal life. You know what I mean? A higher calling. So that's why you gotta teach. Yeah, you gotta keep the commandments, because they go, oh, GMS don't tell you to keep it. Bullshit. We just kept the Passover. We kept the Sabbath. We don't eat pork. We don't eat shrimps, lobsters. Keep dietary law. We keep ceremonial laws. We don't. You know what I'm saying? You keep all. Don't commit adultery and that. Yeah, so we keep the laws, bro. So that's us. I don't know, you know, but then on top of that, right?
You have to know you can't keep it 100%. Have to. Otherwise, you're being proud otherwise, man. You know?
Yeah, so actually, if you try and say you can keep the laws perfect, you're actually proud. Because then you're saying that you didn't need your whole life. That's what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what you're saying, hombre. Want some fucking punk bitch nigga. Pussy ass niggas, man. What you talking about, man? You know what I'm saying? Let's read, man.
Yeah, verse 16.
Fucking pieces of shit. Okay.
The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of Yahweh.
Yeah.
And if children,
And that's why spiritual things are happening, synchronization. You know what I'm saying? You might driving down and you see 444 or something, or you was talking about something, and you watch a video, and then other brothers in another state, they're talking about the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's clearly the Lord dealing with us, and we're establishing the house of David. Who else is doing that? You know what I'm saying? So this is it. Who else is doing that,
The
man?
House of David. Imagine the show's getting made as well.
Oh yeah.
We're talking about synchronization as well.
Look at that. So that's the spirit. This is the time, bro.
Bro,
Trump
it's
said,
like right now, you
Donald
know.
Doom
Imagine.
J.
Doomsday president.
Right.
Yeah, he is.
Hey, the spiritual man, like, as the tabernacle of David's being built, we're seeing that tabernacle of Saul, everything's been exposed, man.
Yeah, it's all from God.
Right now, there's supposed to be stuff for General Johanna. Yeah, now there's some, apparently, we don't know what, now there's, you know what I'm saying? But you know, that's that scripture, man, when I think it was Ezekiel, and he was seeing through the wall, and he seen all the creep that was all doing the wickedness. That's heavy. We're going to read that back to back.
People getting fucking extorted.
Right, we read that because you can't tell me this ain't the spirit of Yahweh Shai. Like all of a sudden, like you said, they took deals and that, and all of a sudden it's all coming out. Immoralities that they're gonna do to uphold these deals. That's how the deals work. right?
It's like in every industry,
Right.
there's people where they've been compromised to
Yeah.
get some gain.
Compromised.
Yeah.
That word, man. That's fucking dirty, bro. Dirty ass deal, that, innit? Compromised. You know what I mean? Like,
I got
that's like when was that when Rick Ross, it was in Meek or someone signed the contract. And he was just like, Ross was like, like, he was, you know, just like, you signed it, you know, and he was just, Ross was just like,
I just saw that.
right, you know, what comes with that contract now?
You're beholden to them. That's it. They got power over you.
You get humble. See the contract says the video slapped the table.
The contracts are there, man. The terms be in the contract, but they know what they're doing. Just with the terms, not obviously the small print in every contract. So either
That's why it's a term as well.
Right.
Small print. Fucking hell, bro.
But they'll still have things in there, like you pledge to, you know what I mean? The guy not and they go, you know what all that? It's dirty.
We own
Right,
this.
Also, we ain't Great Millstone ain't compromised, bro. It's coming out of a lot of you top camps out there with the uniform garments and that, and the dough and the churches, the big mega schools and that, the cathedrals, right? The medieval cathedrals and that. Y'all have got deals, nigga. So what's up with that, homeboy? You know what I'm saying? Dudes are doing all sorts of things that's coming out and dudes. We ain't done nothing like that, punk ass. You know what I'm saying? Cool,
It's like, do you agree? It's not your body, not your choice.
Jeremiah chapter 5 verse 26. For among my people are found wicked men. They lay wait as he that setteth snares. They set a trap, they catch men. As a cage is full of birds, so are their houses full of deceit. Therefore,
if you establish a church and you say to the church, you can't call on the name Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, that's a demonic church. Straight off the back. I don't know if said that. But straight out the gate. Because I ain't trying to use that dude. Right, straight out the gate. That, you know that dude that keeps going off the back. I ain't trying to, like, you know what I'm saying? I got my own spirit, but out the gate, you know what I'm saying? What was I talking about, man? Let's read.
Setting up churches, taking things out of the church.
Oh yeah, so the names, the names, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. We can get scripture, that's the main thing, bro. Because foundations, man. You got a church and you ain't calling on the ancient name of the Most High, bro. What the fuck is he doing?
Oh, yeah, you say ancient,
How you gonna have
even
right.
present? You know what I mean? It's,
Yeah.
it's just one name. It's always been one name. And if you ain't calling upon that name, guess what? You either take a deal, or the Lord just simply ain't giving it to you, because he ain't dealing with you, man. You know?
Well, these niggas don't believe that the Lord revealed back the name to us.
Yeah.
Because that's what happened through the Spirit.
Exactly.
And them niggas ain't got faith.
It happened once. Why not again, right? You believe Moses received the name, right?
Yeah.
From the bush, I think it was through the bush at that moment, was another time that happened.
Yeah, for the burning
It was through the bush,
It's free.
you know? So yeah, if Moses could receive it then, why can't we receive it now? You don't have faith, that's the problem. You know?
It says the elect shall praise his holy name.
That's it.
How's that going to be done?
That's impossible.
The elect shall praise his holy name. And that, it ain't like some made up
Funny,
name.
you get around
It ain't, you know, God. It ain't that. You know what I mean?
That's not the holy name.
No.
That's a title. Everyone knows it's a title.
Right. Let's say. Yeah, go on.
Psalms 91 verse
Bring out
14.
someone got the Ezekiel. Yeah. Read that.
Psalms 91 verse 14. Because he hath set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high because he hath known my name.
That's a tenet of the scriptures that we're gonna know. The name we speak the ancient Hebrew, the Lashon Kodash, we're Israelites. So the Lord revealed us to the tongue. The small hats they got there for, they don't be talking about we can't read it. Because they ain't talking some stupid shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's some niggas that, because most of the niggas, when they came to the truth, they're calling on the name. Then they get compromised, right? It's always that, you know what I mean? Spaghetti on the table, the contract. You know what I'm saying? Italian spaghetti. You like spaghetti, you know that? Meatballs or whatever it's like. The contract, man. You know, the glass of some champagne or something. You just watching it. He's gonna do it. You know what I mean? He's just gonna do it, man. Now if you don't do it, then you know what happens, right? Them people introduce you to the industry. A lot of people in modeling or music and that, they'll give you that, they'll have you around that life, bring you around flights. And it's like, you don't even know this dude's like, he's your mentor coach, but he's your link. So then what happens is now, the contract appears in that. And obviously, they'll probably introduce you to gay clubs and freak shit already. The contract comes and that, and then you gotta, so if you don't do it, they're gonna be mad at you, they're gonna be like, I took you under my wing. It's bullying. Now that, you know what, example of that was Krypton Cones. They said when they didn't conform to something, the dude's like, you know what I'm saying? He crashed out. He couldn't believe like what's gotten into you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, all the Italian spaghetti. You know what I'm saying?
I'm grateful.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. The Italian spaghetti, the meatballs, the trips to France. You know what I'm saying? You can't believe it, bro. Now, you think what got into you because one of your cousins told you about the truth or something. He backed out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that car's fucked. He needs to go ASAP to that mechanic.
That shit will fall apart on the motorway.
Yeah.
Bro, it needs to
He
be
needs to
done,
get to that.
You, the whole family,
Fucking
like, it's
mechanic.
really worth it.
You know what I'm saying? What we got?
Got Ezekiel.
Right.
So Ezekiel 6, so like, Ezekiel 8, furthermore unto me, son of man, seest thou what they do, even the great abominations that the house of Israel committeth here, that I shall go far off from my, that I should go far off
like a
from
horse.
my sanctuary, but turn thee yet again, and thou shalt see greater abominations.
Galloping.
It is,
But turn thee yet again, and thou shalt see greater abominations. And he brought me to the door of the court, and when I looked behind a hole in the wall, then said he
Let's
unto
read
me,
it again, because that horse, man. Go on, man. Because I just got distracted.
I'll stop from the top.
Yeah.
Ezekiel 8 and 6. He said, furthermore unto me, son of man, seest thou what they do, even the great abominations that the house of Israel committeth here, that I should go far off from my sanctuary, but turn thee yet again, and thou shalt see greater abominations. And he brought me to the door of the court, and when I looked behind a hole in the wall, then said he unto me, son of man, dig now in the wall. And when I digged in the wall, behold a door. And he said unto me, go in, and behold the wicked abominations that they do here. So I went in and saw, and behold, every form of creeping things and abominable beasts, and all the idols of the house of Israel betrayed upon the wall round about. And there stood before them 70 men of the ancients of the house of Israel, and in the midst of them Jaazaniah, the son of Shaphan, with every
So 8 of them, and it's mentioned top 7.
70, yeah,
70.
70 men.
And the top fucking priests.
And ancients.
Right.
Raised.
So we're dealing with top men in Israel there. These top schools, man, and there's certain people and different. This is mad. them people are back here today. This is the spirit, bro. Everything. This is like the Matrix, yeah. Everything just is synchronized. The Lord says it and it happens. You can't get around that, right? So people like that think that this is a fairy tale. Then they get shocked when things start actually manifesting. They can't believe it. You know what I'm saying? Like when the lockdowns happened, they couldn't believe it, and that's what we said was going to happen. It's going to happen again, right? Let's go on.
I got a precept.
Okay.
Quick one. Well, Micah 3:1. And I said, here I pray you, O heads of Jacob, and you princes of the house of Israel. Is it not for you to know judgment, who hate the good and love the evil?
Yeah, top men, princes, rulers in Israel of the tribes, so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, Puerto Ricans. Yeah, you got top niggas in these seats, man, and they're getting the niggas to eat pork. They're getting Jakes to not call on the name. Don't call on that name. No, you know what I'm saying?
Jesus.
The question, you know what I'm saying? The demons,
They're
right?
enforcing the demons harder.
Right.
Crazy.
When Yahushua was taken and they were going to crucify him, Caiaphas the high priest, they had them. It actually says in the book of Gospel of Matthew, they took Caiaphas. So they took Yahushua to Caiaphas, and all the chief of the scribes and the Pharisees were gathered together. So they were all just waiting for Yahushua to start busting him and start accusing him falsely of all sorts of wickedness. And they were the leaders of Israel that everyone looked to as the righteous at the time.
And they were doing dirty. That's what actually come out in these guys. This is a lot of these geezers, such as the full of them, the white and sepulchres. Outside the where the, we go look at Gmsuk bomb garments. Nigga, fuck your garments. What are you getting up to? In them school, it's all coming out. IUIC, there's all kind of shit coming out about them before. All this stuff. Crazy, man.
So a little bit more. Who pluck off their skin from off them and their flesh from off their bones, who also eat the flesh of my people and flay their skin from off them, and they break their bones and chop them in pieces, as for the pot and as flesh within the cauldron. Then shall they cry unto the Lord Yahweh, but he will not hear them. He will even hide his face from them at that time, as they have behaved themselves ill in their doings. So yeah, that precepts with the valley of the dry bones, because what you have is you had in the same book the brothers reading Ezekiel about the breath of life coming upon them, and the bones coming together, the sinew and the flesh building upon them. But what these wicked leaders are basically doing is now they're coming to undo the good works that the Heavenly Father's put in place by taking, flaying off the skin, breaking the bones and throwing it aside to establish whatever they got going on. Like the brother mentioned with Caphias, he basically, their counsel in the back, away from everyone, was that, look, it's prophesied that one should die for the nation, but that if this man come, the whole world will, basically the whole world go after him, and they'll lose their seat that Rome has given them. So they understood, we need to get Yahweh, they understood for their wicked doing, we need to get Yahweh Shai out of here and fulfill prophecy technically, but so we can establish our rulership. So that's how they're breaking the bones. And this is what these guys, the General Yohana, Nate Satan, all these demons, they're basically doing that right now.
Nate and Satan.
Nate and Satan. That's what they got to do to get, basically, so they can go forward with this system and establishing that 501c3, all these different things. But the Most High, hey, he's got their number. Because like we're seeing right now, what happened, 2-3 weeks ago, prior to the Passover, one of the main guys that's out there perpetuating a certain ideal, he got exposed in the most embarrassing way ever. So that really just shows you that the Most High and the power to play with, man.
Was it these other camps have been set out to prevent the two-thirds from coming to the truth? Ultimately. Because they ain't dealing with the truth. They got their own secret agendas that they got going on in the background, right? And they're there to block men from receiving the truth. The same way, the wicked scribes and Pharisees, they were trying to keep people from listening to Yahushua, saying that he was, being blasphemous and all these types of things. And it's the same shit they'll say about us now, as an apostles, about this truth we have. But they're just set up for the full the wicked of our people. Man.
This is Matthew 7 and 13. Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat.
Because what did the Pharisees do? The wicked Pharisees do at the end of the day, man. They caused the people to basically crucify Yahweh Shai. They caused a wicked act to happen, and they took an oath that our blood be upon our children and all kinds of things. They were going crazy, man. They were crazy. But they convinced them that Yahweh Shai was wicked somehow, even though they had really nothing to say. The same as we, they've got really nothing to say about us, and so they have to take shots from different, just over bullshit. But behind closed doors, what were the wicked scribes and Pharisees doing? Being hypocrites. And again, it's the same with these other characters. They're being hypocrites, man.
That's why when they come against us, good point. So when they come against us, they're coming against Yahweh Shai. Because when Yahweh Shai was on the scene, he said that I'm here, but I'm going to be a comforter. And that's going to be the Holy Spirit, which is Yahweh Shai, the Word. And that's going to be the comforter. So the Lord, Yahweh Shai is with us through the comforter, through the Spirit. That's how he's doing. Because he said that I'm not going to be physically there, because that was for that time, but I'm going to be there. So when they're coming against you this time round, they're coming against me because I'm the comforter. I'm the one that's the Spirit, right? So that's what they're doing. 2.0 coming against Yahweh Shai, false accusations. 2.0. Go on.
Nah.
Yeah, let's finish it. Let's finish that.
Ezekiel 8 and 11. And there stood before them 70 men of the ancients of the house of Israel.
Well, a lot of cats, man. Go ahead.
And in the midst of them stood Jaazaniah,
More than that, you go on.
the son of Shaphan, with every man his censer in his hand, and a thick cloud of incense went up. Then said he unto me, Son of man, hast thou seen what the ancients of the house of Israel do in the dark? Every man in the chambers of his imagery.
So I gotta say this, when a lot of you guys, you pick your groups, or I'm gonna be like ISUPK, I'm gonna be IUIC and all that. You guys you gotta understand that you're either signing up to some wicked high scribes and Pharisees, or you're signing up for the truth. So what happens is some people might sign up to these organizations, but then they might secretly be watching Great Millstone.
Yeah.
So you've got members of the elect in there, they're secretly watching. Because they're like, you know what, I'm in the wrong group here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they're stuck. Because them dudes, you know how they go on.
So even
IUIC was getting people's details, you had to sign up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're telling you what woman to pop.
monitoring everything you're doing now.
You know what I'm saying?
Fucking sensors and shit.
I'm gonna deal with that woman. I'm gonna deal with that woman. That booty's for me.
Right.
Come on, man.
Go ahead.
For they say, the Lord Yahweh.
Yeah, the
seeth us
fucking
not
sap
but
fucks in there will be like saying, sorry man. The sap fucks in there will actually accept that shit. They won't even like talk up like, oh, well, what do you mean, man? That's not, is that righteous?
Yeah, they'll
They don't
read
even
the
ask
scriptures
questions.
That afternoon. That
Yeah.
show has wickedness, but then they're just gonna.
It's
For they
ridiculous,
say,
bro.
the Lord Yahweh seeth us not. The Lord Yahweh hath forsaken the earth. Yeah, so they really don't believe in the truth. They're seeing it as like, they're holding on to the money, they're holding on to beliefs in something else.
Again, try to establish themselves. Yeah? Like the wicked scribes and Pharisees, they wanted to keep their seat. They wanted to establish themselves, they keep themselves established. You know?
Well, even that.
They said the Lord saved them not, that they can hold them secrets. But the Lord had Ezekiel see it all. And the prophets represent exposure. You know?
To be able to see.
Right.
The powerful, the scripture says the spirit of the prophets is subject unto them. So just how you got the righteous prophets, you got the wicked prophets at the back, doing their same lots, man.
And that scripture just shows that they're cornered already. When they start signing deals, there was all, like through the spirit, this happened. It was already exposed.
Yeah.
You've already been exposed, man. Everything's already written.
Done in the dark.
It's kind of tripped out. You know what I mean? So you sign, you already fucked. You fucked already.
Yeah. Yeah, the angel's witnessing it.
Right.
It's already there.
Most High sees it all,
He's
right?
marked it down. He's like, okay. He quivered for
You
like,
know
you
that's
know,
the do that, right?
0.5
Seal their
seconds.
destruction. Right, the deal.
See, the Most High don't bring judgment until you've done the deed. You know what I'm saying? Even though the Most High knows you're going to do it, he don't judge you until you've done the deed.
Right.
So he has it known. He has it made known that these motherfuckers are doing some shit, man.
What's no
You
temptation
can have
for
a
the
pact.
time.
You can have a pact with demons, man. About, you know.
That's true, man.
The Most High was offers a way out of temptation, innit? So it presented temptation, but there's a way where you can cut out. But so all these guys, when they had a contract put before them, they could have said no. Like what's the priest in Ezra, Eliezer, yeah. Basically, he said like after all these years, like.
Oh yeah, with the pork and all that.
They said we'll give you a lawful meat, but he said, but now I'll lead them astray.
Yeah.
And they were cool.
Appearance of evil.
That was with the Greeks, isn't it? Was that with the Greeks?
And it was cool with the general, whoever did it. And even then, his countenance changed to him. He said, man, fuck this old man.
I ain't doing that.
Yeah.
Because Esau wants you to consent.
Yeah.
Same with the CV. It's like he didn't just inject it with people. He wanted you to sign on a dotted line. Yeah, I'm consenting to this procedure.
But now it's your fault.
Yeah, exactly. Now it's your, and then with the MOTB, it's going to be the same thing.
Verse 40. Oh, wait.
But even the guy from IOIC, Iafan, he said that the mark of the beast, I think he was corresponding with Apostle Tahar on the boards. He said the mark of the beast is the chip, but the my congregation aren't ready to. So then afterwards he doubled backed on that.
I think that's trolling it personally, man.
But then afterwards he basically totally ignored that he even said that afterwards. You know, obviously the demon came back on him, hard in his heart. But he actually admitted that mark of the beast is the chip, the thing, right? But the congregation ain't ready for that.
But
Then he
it's the
hardened
same
his
guy
heart.
that said, I'm snitching.
Yeah.
He should have been snitching on Nate, man. For the Most High.
Well, it's been put out that
Well, you know what? These Jesus do know this.
They know.
What's going on.
They know what's going on,
They
bro.
know the name of the Lord. It's true. So the prophet being, you know what I mean? That's
They're
part of the deal.
They're being cunning and demons. Yeah, that's it.
They were teaching on. They were on point at one time.
Right.
That's the thing. The reality is we got the records.
Yeah.
Right, so that's part of that deal. Right? The deal, man.
It's the deal, bro. It's the deal.
You know what I'm saying? You know, one day you just see it. Look, man, this is the title. The Great Millstone, jump on it. But look, man, it's not the chip, right? Then he's got the breakdown. He's got the guys in the look, right? And then that's how you always see it.
Yeah.
And, you know, this upstarts will just be right. So you know,
Right.
and then they got their scriptures to put together and that. So it's crazy, man. Then Great Millstone here, and then there are 20, 30 videos, and they can't handle it. Because you guys always attacking every group.
Stop it.
That's what things said, man. That one of the ISO said.
Yeah.
They're always attacking every
Well, I
group.
think General Yohana said that recently.
But he said it again.
Yeah.
He said it now because of what happened with Sakari.
Right.
He was blaming us.
He said we're the hate
Nigga,
group.
what are you talking about, man?
What are the details? What are the facts of the
So you're just
situation?
hating that Ezekiel spirit.
That's true. That's true, bro.
It's like a crack in the wall. It's like one
What was that called? Oh, you meddling kids.
Scooby-Doo.
If it wasn't for these men,
That's how they look at us. Like if it wasn't for us, they'd have them seats and bits.
I would have got away from it.
Yeah, but that puts Great Millstone in good company.
It wasn't for the
Yeah, am I become your enemy because I tell you the truth? Yeah. It's the truth, man.
Hell yeah.
But let's read.
Verse 13. He said also unto me, turn thee yet again, and thou shalt see greater abominations that they do.
It's getting worse.
That's what's happening right now. There's one thing, but then there's more.
There's more.
There's more.
And there's more.
Dark.
And there's more to come.
Like, there's more.
That's like, oh, there's worse. It's just like, oh.
It's like 50 shades of grey shit.
Yeah, bro.
One thing's already been getting plunged with an AI fucking device. Right? You know.
Yeah, 3D.
I mean, what can you get worse than that? I mean, 3D. It's gonna get worse, right?
Oh yeah. But the joke thing is when that even
this woman one is watching.
but the thing is, the crazy thing is with all of that, these dudes do it. But the joke thing is, even when it came out, everyone in Israel, every other camps everyone defended him.
was defending.
There was actually no issue with it.
They were holding them
But
up.
It shows you that it's
That's
wicked.
the world.
The world is wicked as hell, and these niggas in
sorry for him.
that are outside of our like the true knowledge, they actually all with it. It's like it's not even a big. It's like we're gonna wait for some more. This is the niggas actually like doing all of that, and everyone they're all good with it.
Anyone who's defending
They said pray for him and fast for him. That's what they said.
So they want GMS destroyed.
Right, so they can keep
He's
doing that.
allowed to get fucking piped.
He's allowed to. The woman that.
How
Yeah.
does that even equate?
I want to know how they
They
feel
want
about
us out to be you guys. But then he's allowed to do that.
But it just shows you. It just shows you the mind of the world, isn't it? You know, the world is wicked,
I
bro.
wonder what they're going to say about Passover
Yeah,
being
you want
kept in
it
a
center.
what do they think about that? Did they rebuke him on
Oh,
that?
they don't want the bitter herbs that even came out this week.
No, but that was that was before the new thing now. Is he's allowed to get
They're bait,
AI punched
basically.
or watch his woman get trained as child control?
And that
right?
aren't we supposed to put
Say
motherfuckers?
my
So,
child.
so right.
It's good to
You
say.
can do some wickedness. and
Which
go,
was all bullshit, man.
that was just
But it's good to say. Yeah, a woman shouldn't usurp the authority of the man.
Which was all bullshit, man.
And the woman is usurping authority, man. That's not right.
And the thing is, another thing, they get on the Great Millstone about because we get on the tribal women, which is rightful so, and they get on the Great Millstone for that. But this guy was a top leader, and he's letting her get run through by devils.
This is
Come on, bro, that's demonic.
of hypocrisy is demonic.
It's demonic, bro.
That's what happened.
You're letting devils get run through her, bro. When you're supposed to be, aren't you supposed to be like teaching them women the right way to behave?
And he's a priest as
high
well.
priest.
You're a priest.
Man,
He's the chiefest. He's the
You
chief.
letting devils go there,
I
bro.
was shy was cutting them, man. He was writing people's sins down. They were trying to cut him, and they were doing worse.
Yeah.
They were doing foul shit, but they're trying to go on like,
But no one can rebuke him because he's a Levite. Remember that.
Yeah.
So it's like
you out getting the black woman. You curse us about
Right.
that, but he's allowed to get a black woman trained
By devils.
by devils. That's
Wearing
crazy.
a t-shirt that says
Let's read.
Shows you how fucking.
our mouth to review.
That shows you where the fuck they at, bro, with this shit. You letting devils go there.
Says, and thou shalt see greater abominations that they do. Then he brought me to the door of the gate of the Lord Yahweh's house, which was toward the north. And behold, there sat women weeping for Tammuz.
Yes, idols.
serving idols. Like Nate, he serves Jesus Christ. He serves Jesus Christ, man. You don't serve Yahweh Shai. You know, what's that?
Then said he unto me, Hast thou seen this, O son of man? Turn thee yet again, and thou shalt see greater abominations than these.
So even more they will see.
You pull the carpet back, there's filth, there's grime, there's cockroaches. Then you realize there's
Well,
another
remember,
part.
bro.
Then you pull that.
Well, remember
There's
these
a
guys.
dead body, there's
Well, remember they breaking all the Lord's word because remember.
Abominations, it said all the people police and that kind of stuff. It's nasty.
Remember, even IUIC, they had that girl. She got actually killed. I think in Europe here.
Joe Morgan.
Right. So they've actually got murder scandals, sex scandals, all type of shit going on, bro. It's like, come on, you know what I'm saying? Come on. Even that dude, Brother Polite, the Egyptologist, he was talking about dudes are popping young girls. Well, you was really doing that. You flew a bitch from you flew a young woman from a town to a motherfucking state. I think it was a daughter of another woman, by the way. That which is so you double breaking the law.
It was his wife. He was popping the wife.
And the daughter.
In a little stuff.
And the daughter, bro. And then now
He was at the camp.
right.
GMS.
Talking about the rape doctrine and all that.
Rape doctrine or whatever. He was the biggest advocate. It went viral.
Right.
And then he ended up getting convicted for that.
Well, that's what you're doing.
What are we in jail?
Which will tell you, man, it wasn't the first time
He's
he's
in
ever
jail.
done
He's
something
in
like that.
jail right now. What is going on? Like how do like y'all
Remember,
got-
he's a
y'all
mo-
got nothing to say.
You got nothing
How
to
are
say.
we even having a
no one-
discussion when this is going on?
Right,
Remember
just-
this nigga was viral, bro. And he went Whole Foods and he had the remember he
Yeah.
was Whole Foods.
Yeah.
He was viral.
He was with Floyd.
He was so viral. World star hip hop.
the boots.
Right.
And remember,
He was on the Breakfast Club. This was all attacking us.
and remember, bro, he ain't
And
nothing.
this is how big this shit went.
That's right.
You guys are right.
I remember he's
This
nothing but
nigga got convicted for fucking doing it
for the
underage
same
girl, man.
things you're throwing. I remember he's a Malachi Z. York. He's a student. He's a disciple of Malachi Z. York. You know, maybe don't follow everything he does, but he's a. Well, yeah, there you go. So there you go. So you've all been. Remember, even years back, the apostles used to even get on Malachi Z. York's peoples. Remember years back.
And then you got,
That all that history's come out.
You got that, yeah.
Done.
He built that pyramid city.
He built the Pyramid City. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Now look, man.
Africa Bambata.
Yeah, Africa, but they're all interlinked. They were all interlinked. Africa, Bombata, Malachi Z. York, that era was all interlinked. So their ideology obviously still lives on. But guess what? You look at what's going on, man. But remember, even Yahushai, when he taught, they said he's the devil. So if Yahushai can't get it right, what the hell we gonna do? We just gotta wait till the Lord destroys this shit, man. Because these niggas are still will try to curse you out, man.
Let's read.
Verse 16. And he brought me into the inner court of the Lord Yahweh's house, and behold, at the door of the temple of the Lord Yahweh, between the porch and the altar, were about 25 men, with their backs toward the temple of the Lord Yahweh, and their faces towards the east, and they worship the sun toward the
This is
east.
crazy, man. So what are you niggas doing behind closed doors?
So in the same place you got Yahweh there,
Verse 25
man,
man.
worshiping idols. It's the same thing. So you're posting up as an Israelite camp or Israelite group, worshiping or doing stuff you shouldn't be doing. Same stuff. Same thing.
Listen, man, and you know the Lord's exposing all of that. If you ain't in the right energy field, you ain't. You know, we pray to be of the hopeful elect. We want to get beamed up, so we want to be dealing with the Spirit of the Lord, bro. Not no creepy, crawly, cockroach behavior behind the scenes and all that, just for clout and fuck the clout, nigga. You know, we're gonna be famous anyway through the Spirit, but through righteousness, what?
In the kingdom.
But all this clout chasing right now, podcasts,
Oh, it's all bullshit,
all
bro.
this clout, fuck that shit.
I was reasoning with
Getting
yesterday
yourself in
about
the
that.
wrong
It's like
energy,
the clout
man.
demon is like the bedrock of everything everyone does nowadays. All the youngins, they're coming up.
Yeah.
All they see is that clout. That's why they're licking toilet seats. Going into fucking supermarkets being like, open ice cream, lick the ice cream and put it back.
Anything for that glory, like it's weird.
Absolutely.
And it's shame though, it's shame. This is what I understand. It's shame what they're doing. But this world looks at it as something good.
Praises.
Yeah. For these setting great dignity, man.
But basically it's talking about you know, will be given fame. This is Zephaniah 3 from 19. Behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict thee. Says, and I will save her that halted and gather her that was driven out, and I'll get them praise and fame in every land where they have been put.
Hell yeah, that's the GMS. Sorry.
I was just the same, man. That's how people, because we're in the line of captivity, we've been put in shame because of all the shameful things we've done, right? But that's going to be reversed, man, because through the elect, through Yahushai and the elect, they're going to be glorified in front of all nations, man. And so that's why we're going to get fame, because we're not going to be as you see us today. We're going to be above the nations that we're supposed to be, being kings and priests and judges and gods over the other nations, man. So that's when we're going to get our fame.
And
Right? In this world, it's not for us.
And we also
We will get it on this
yeah.
side.
But we acknowledge Yahushai, man.
What your brother's saying right is what your brother's saying right.
fuckers,
We're not
man.
going to get it on this side.
Yeah.
Because basically the Lord raised up the.
He's gonna make it known who his men are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
even back in Rome, they started Paul, they started healing people and shit. Yeah. The Spirit of the Lord's gonna have brothers doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like the road a bit, and brothers are gonna be able to
Just
the
do
Spirit
things,
of the
bro.
Lord's gonna help brothers.
Do things, bro.
Until we get beamed up. Because it's gonna be chaotic. There's gonna be no food. But that's in Job. My prophet shall eat. How are we gonna eat through those miraculous encounters and situations? Yeah, because famine is terrible, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you go Tesco, Asda now,
There's nothing there.
and
Like,
there's nothing there, man. What you gonna do? Like, then, you got too much time, you're hungry now.
yeah.
Like, you ain't got people gonna freak out.
We saw it like 5 years ago. We saw that 5 years ago, man. This period of time, what, COVID times, go into the shops, there's no food, the people
People
fighting
were
each
angry
other.
as fuck, bro.
No fucking toilet paper, bro.
No fucking toilet paper.
It's bad than that.
But you think about it, like we fast to afflict the day of affliction, Day of Atonement is about afflicting our body. So if you're gonna be laughing in that period, like that's something else, man. Everyone's being afflicted. Oh, I ain't got no food.
Well, bro, even right now you got these the Islamic communities. They're like so-called doing their Ramadan. Bro, it's like a 5 hour in between. It's like they ain't even afflicting themselves.
Bro, it's barely that. It's literally a 12-hour window of fasting.
See, when you do the Day of Atonement, the real atonement, no water, no food, that's actually really afflicting your flesh.
These men say they'll
That's
just
training.
wake up at 5 a.m. or whatever, you eat, and then you go sleep, you wake up at 12.
Yeah,
and
bro.
then they're like, oh, 5 miles to go, okay, yeah.
Come on, bro. That's some fucking rip-off, man.
Bro, it's just like, yeah.
I've got a scripture. This is Lamentations 4 and 9. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger.
Yeah,
So it's better to get.
You know, die slow. You know, there's some deaths that are worse than other deaths. Drowning, burning alive.
Burning alive, you can stay alive.
Drowning in the sea, out in the middle of the sea. Titanic shit, you be in the sea, there's whales, and imagine the Lord has you go deep in the sea and you still ain't dead yet.
Yeah, he's still there, just like,
But you're alive and you got some fucking octopuses.
That's some scary shit, bro.
choking you out, like,
Having a munch.
And you're still open to
like
it.
the guy with
Drop
the
into
Getting
some,
armbar.
some fucking sea creatures nesting. You're like,
That's terrible.
all this algae and all that sort of thing.
Octopus.
I mean, man, the scripture says that heart shall meditate terror, right? So terrors are coming. Fear your heart, Basham Yahushai. End up like we ain't telling you, this ain't no gimmick. This ain't about us broadening our garments and say, no, this is about fearing the Most High. Y'all you don't know what's really going on. We're telling you the Lord's gonna bring chaos and destruction more worse than what it is. Because everything's fucked up right now. It's gonna get worse. You're gonna have to fear the Most High, bro. When all that's happening, where we gonna be at in them ships?
Yeah,
Safe.
hell yeah. We're willing.
Lord willing.
We're willing.
Precept.
Go ahead.
2nd Ezra chapter 9 verse 9. Then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments.
Ooh, torment, man. So if you say, you know what, you forsake the Most High, you know, I don't want to be doing any of what y'all are talking about. You know what I mean? I ain't keeping no laws. I ain't fasting. I ain't keeping no Sabbath, man. To hell with it, I'm doing what I want to do. Free me. Right? So you get in that spirit now. Then what have you done? You basically you've cursed yourself, man. Because there's no way out. You know what I'm saying? It's like in the Matrix at the end, you had the engineer program guy. Really, the Most High, there's no way out. Your own reality, your own existence.
No matter what choice you make, we
Right.
already know, like,
If you ain't coming through these scriptures, bro, you're doomed, man. This is reality. This is reality, not you create your own reality, and no. All that's BS, man. All these kingdoms, the false gods got overthrew. America's the last leg. America's gonna be destroyed. That's the truth. You seen it? There's no other reality than that.
Version.
You know what I'm saying?
it's
Y'all
only-
are wicked, crab-eating demons, right?
You're gonna go out like crab-eating demons.
You know what I'm saying?
It
Like
says,
now it's observable as well.
Trying to create their own law.
It's become observable to where it's like, oh, it looks like America's crackling. It looks like, oh, the UK's done.
Oh yeah.
It's April next month, man. Bringing in pay, man. That's when
Yeah,
all the
that's
new
gonna be
tax
when the
rules.
price go.
Tax rules. Lots of businesses saying, look, man, we've been open for like 80 years, but these increases we can't keep up no more. So they're laying off staff. And then couple that with the AI stuff as well. It's like you're already seeing that a lot of jobs are getting ready to go, man.
Council going bankrupt. NHS is getting cut.
Yeah, the NHS getting cut by Labour is bro. It's a wrap.
Your
Like, it's a
energy
wrap.
prices
Green's
going
dead,
up.
bro.
Disability is getting disallowed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man can't move, you can't talk. they cut his funding. Like, he
Yeah.
probably just died. Some of these men would just die.
Get back to
But
work.
they just approved the sister dying. So.
Yeah, bro, that's what I was saying. I was like, imagine them man push, like, and the way that's been popping off in Canada is a madness. Man say, if you cost a certain amount, they'll say like, look, we can't help you with that, but we can kill you though. Like, it's fucked.
So what we got?
Yeah.
You know what? Last couple of scriptures. Yeah.
Verse 10, it says, for such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me.
Yeah, you can't live like that without being punished, alright? You can't live for yourself, you know what I'm saying, and getting Esau's clothes, toys, and all this, and gadgets, and or living the nice life without acknowledging the Most High.
That's for him,
Right. You're just living like a robot, demon, and you know, it's BS, man. But how does the Lord make you hear it? Through the prophets. So you have, everybody's heard the truth, right? Through the prophets, you know?
Yes. I've got a precept on that.
Yeah. So your God's system, his idols, all that. You know?
Quick precept, because you mentioned you hear it through the prophets. Jeremiah 35 and 15. I have also sent unto you all my servants the prophets, rising up early and sending them, saying, return ye now every man from his evil way.
Yeah, so you can't be like, just be evil, breaking every law under the sun, you know, and not acknowledging the Lord without being just, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, right now it's just people talk about ways of life, you know what I'm saying? Anything outside of the scriptures is sin. You're breaking, you're committing sin. You're going up. There's no other way. The scripture even says that.
Yeah.
You know? Right. There's no other way. You think there is, yeah, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
And then that's where the lockdown shut people. They couldn't believe that the system shut down. They couldn't believe it. They're so programmed. They thought that, like, you're so conditioned, fucking nursery school.
Yeah.
You know, this is just gonna go on forever. Routine. You say anything out the norm, UFO, you're crazy. You know this, right? People just anything, but now the spooky stuff is coming reality now. Lockdowns. The government talking about, yeah, you know what, we've been UFOs, right? The whole time. Right?
Yeah, the whole man's been here for decades.
What we've been doing.
Have to slow the curve.
Yeah. So y'all are fucked, man.
I've got a quick one.
Yeah, man.
Proverbs 16 and 25. There's a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death.
Yeah, that's straight up. That's a beautiful one. So, all that do as thou wilt, alternative reality, living your lifestyle. Hell no, first. Acknowledge the Most High first, the Creator who created you first. Right, that's the first step. Go ahead.
This is the book of Matthew, 26th chapter.
Right.
Straight to the point. This is verse 59. Now the chief priests and elders and all the council sought false witness against Yahweh to put him to death, but found none. Yea, though many false witnesses came, yet they found none. And at the last came two false witnesses and said, this fellow said, I am able to destroy the temple of Yahweh and to build it in 3 days. And the high priest arose and said unto him, answerest thou nothing? What is it which these witness against thee? And Yahweh held his peace, and the high priest answered and said unto him, I adjure thee by the living power, that thou tell us whether thou be Mashiach, the anointed, the Son of the Most High. Yahweh said unto him, thou hast said, nevertheless I say unto you, hereafter you shall see the Son of Man sitting on the right hand of the power, and coming in the clouds of heaven. Then the priest rent his clothes, saying, he hath spoken blasphemy. What further need have we of witnesses? Behold, now you have heard his blasphemy. What think ye he? They answered and said, he is guilty of death. Then did they spit in his face and buffeted him, and others smote him with the palms of their hands, saying, prophesy unto us, thou anointed, who is he that smote thee? I'll skip to verse. I'll skip to verse 70, but he denied before all them. No, something like that. That's pretty much the point, because then it goes into Peter, but I will pull that out because ultimately They were supposed to be the head priests of Israel, guiding our people into the right way towards basically being restored unto the Lord. All of them would have been supposed to have known the Lord, the Torah, bearing not false witness, and they were basically ultimately a cabal of wicked niggas right at the top of the nation, trying to, even though they knew Yahweh's position, for the fact that they wanted Esau's carnal gains, wanted to do anything to get him killed.
Want to be legal Rome still.
Yeah, man.
And that's these niggas, man. They want to be in the world still. That's why they bring all these worldly influences into their congregations, man.
Like even the high priest knew they were lying, and he turned to Yahweh and said, "What? You ain't got nothing to answer against that?" And I was putting on the act.
Alazar knew he was lying the whole fucking time. You know what I mean? All these guys know they're fucking lying. They all know they're fucking lying, man. But they want to come out here and try and pretend like they're fucking righteous. You know that they're perfect and they got the truth. Man, they ain't got shit. You know. Yeah, what the fucking acting, man? I'm tired of this shit, man. Tired of your acting, man.
Exactly.
Proverbs 11 and 21. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished.
Yeah,
But
so pretty much, man. Joining onto the system is not going to stop judgment.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
so spiritually,
covenant
we're
of death.
part of this system. We're in the world. We've got to do what we've got to do, but we're unplugged. You know what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Spiritually, so you know. Hey, with that we're out. So shalom, man.
Shalom.
Shalom.